here. It's big, and it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Live at the Bike, brought to you by the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles, California, the first and only webcast of real action cash game poker. My name is Bart Hansen, and he's back. David Tuckman from his trip to Vanuatu. He survived the island. Was it Fiji?
Not quite. It was actually just Oahu.
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 Okay. Oahu. Well,
wonderful time.
We have a special show tonight. It is a ladies' night. We're doing a $100 buy-in, no-limit hold'em game.
Yeah, and these ladies are hot.
Yes.
Smoking hot.
Yes. Many of them from the Eastern Front as well. And that's my personal
I'm not sure about the Eastern Front, but I was looking at their front, and whatever front they have is fine.
Yeah. Far Eastern Front.
Well, there you go.
Without further ado, let's get to the action.
Please.
We're going to go around and introduce the table.
Yeah. Rock and roll night here. Let's see. Seat 1, we've got Shelly Campbell. There she is. She's a redhead. She's actually a prolific tournament player. Really, actually, a very good tournament player.
Prolific.
Yeah. She plays a lot. What did I say? Did I not say prolific? Seat number 2 is Charity Turner. And there she is, Charity Turner, wife of Robert Chipburner Turner. And seat 3, we've got Ramona.
Actually, that's Angie in seat 3.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Seat 3 is not Ramona. Sorry, seat 4 is Angie, our lovable Angie.
Yeah.
And seat 4 is Ramona. There we go. And ever lovable Ramona. Seat 5, we've got Alex Kim. And I think she is from the Eastern Front. Seat 6, we've got... Seat 6 is actually going to be Patty Kang. And she is an Asian...
Yes.
She's just an Asian... what would you call it?
Bombshell.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she's going to be in the game in a second. And seat 7, we've got Chris Buchanan. And this is ladies' night, so that's Chris Buchanan. There she goes. Seat 8, we've got Grace, Action Gracie. And she is not a no-limit specialist. She's more of a limit holding specialist. So let's see how she does in this game. And seat 9, we've got Kathy Wynn.
Well, that's a good camera shot right there. And there's Patty Kang.
There's Patty Kang.
So there we go.
And Kathy Wynn is a poker blue babe. There we go. Wow. Rocking and rolling.
Now, this game is a $100 no-limit game, so the blinds are 1 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3. $2 and $3.
So you're familiar with this game.
And look at that. Patty Kang, she doesn't play the game often. She brings it in for a $50 raise.
Well, that seems appropriate.
In 2 and 3 blinds. $50 raise. So bring it in there for about 16 and a half times the big blind.
Yeah, well, hey. Not going to get much action there, are you?
No.
But take it down. She wins $4.50.
You got it. Of course, this is a jackpot game as well. Bad beat jackpot applies. Kind of had an interesting night last night. We didn't see crazy action, but we saw it in pretty incredible hand. What was kind of the biggest bad beat hand I've ever seen on the show, where Tuan Lee flopped kings full of nines, and Yoshi Nakano turned a straight flush.
Wow.
Yep.
Did all the money go in?
Yeah, it did. But
Okay.
it was only $16,000 in the pot, probably.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah. And, of course, actually, another interesting thing tonight, Dave, is that this is going to be a marker chip game. Each person that wins a pot will win a chip. And we won't really want to concentrate on the cash this game tonight. This is just something supplementary. And the person that's won the most pots at the end of the night will get a pair of Neil Diamond tickets at the Staples Center.
Neil Diamond, the myth, the legend.
That's okay. I have lots of them.
Are you a big fan? There's a marker chip.
I am a big fan of Neil Diamond. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And,
that hearty voice, you know, passion.
Yep.
You gotta like him. It's exciting. He gets me excited, you know.
So the white chips, or the blue chips, are $1 chips, and the yellow chips are $5 chips. The purples are those marker chips, and if you see little pink chips, they're 50-cent chips.
There you go.
And the blinds for this game again are 2 and 3.
We've been playing 5.
I know. Because okay, that's okay.
Again, we see a look at the lovely Kathy Wynn there in seat 9.
You know what? We need
I only have one card.
I think the dealer's distracted by some of the ladies' beauty as well at the table.
Okay, Patty, I take 2.
I was going to say, sometimes we have ladies' night, and I don't want to point out some of the ladies. Sometimes we have ladies' night, and it's hard to tell if it's ladies' night. But tonight, it's definitely ladies' night. You can tell.
Look at this. Angie's going to limp in here with Ace King of Diamonds under the gun.
Limping in?
Only 3, okay.
Getting
She said
tricky
she was
there.
going to play like a rock tonight. And again, people have, I guess there's some confusion about the blind size. It's $3 to call.
No, 2, 3.
$3 to call out there from the blind.
2, 3.
Well, you'd think it would be simple.
Okay, 20 now.
But anyways, Kathy's going to raise here from the button with Ace-7 offsuit. See how tight Angie's really going to play here. She's going to make the call. And Alex, the lovely Alex, has got King-Jack, and she makes the call. Again, that's a big raise for a $100 game.
Yeah, pot's now about $65.
Ooh, there's the Jack for Alex.
And the 7 for Kathy, too. I mean, it's...
And, of course, Angie's got a gut shot with overcards.
60.
Obviously, her ace is no good now, though. She's going to need either a... Actually, her king is no good either. She just needs a queen.
It got checked to Kathy, and she bet $60, about the size of the pot. And Angie looks like she's going to check raise all in here. Oh, did she just call? Oh, she just called. This could be one of the biggest pots of the night here. And Alex has got the best hand, and she's going to push all in, check raise all in.
This is action here. Look at this. About a $300 pot already now.
Yep.
So, Angie, 30 more.
Yep. And Angie's going to put the rest of
And
her
she
money
needs a
in.
queen or runner diamond.
Yep.
Okay.
And if running hearts come, Kathy has that covered in seat 9. Turn is an 8.
Queen.
And the river is a queen, and Angie picks up the high Broadway straight on
that.
the river.
And Angie.
Look at her. I think Angie's raising the roof.
Patty, I should not have called.
Oh, that's classic. I thought you said she was going to play tight tonight. She called all in with a
Okay.
gut shot straight draw. Oh, what a sweet thing.
There you go, right off the bat, and she's going to be our big chip leader.
And
And we
Angie's
definitely
gotta-
hope that seat 5 and seat 9 have more money.
If they don't, we'll go out and give it to them.
Yeah.
Once again, we are live at the bike here. I'm David Tuckman, back in from Hawaii. Yes, thanks for asking. I had a wonderful time. And I'm here with the undeniable Bart Hansen.
Yes, undeniable. Well,
the
I'm
Red
a little
Sox. What's going on with the Red Sox?
Yeah,
here?
that's
I know it's a tough one there.
rough. I think they're losing.
And I don't
here.
even want to talk about my Jets. They
Oh,
just
Dave.
suck.
Well, I was just waiting for that. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're down to our third string quarterback, and the season's over, and it's not even October.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Who knows? Like you said, Brooks could be the next Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
know.
The Patriots thought they were 0-2. Bledsoe went down, and they had to bring in that Brady guy, and they thought their season was over. Little did they know.
Yeah, that damn Brady guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at that. Ronnie. That's Ronnie right there. The one of the assistant chip runners.
What are you doing? Shush.
His
Rick
uncle-
said we're not allowed to talk about
His uncle was actually Billy Martin from
Who?
the Yankees.
it. Billy Martin?
Yeah.
Really?
Fired and rehired 5 times from the Yankees.
There you go. Queen 10 there.
Pot was limped around.
Angie's still at the best hand with Jack High.
And I think she was in the blind. That's why
Yeah.
she's in with that hand.
Patty's pretty aggressive. Patty might take this one away. And
Yep.
yeah.
She bets 15. And she's going to take it down. Patty Kang, very nice Korean lady.
Is she Korean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think that Patty and Grace, who are going to relinquish their seats to a couple of new players.
Really?
I think Grace had got up. Yep. And we've got a new player coming into seat 8 and seat 6. New player coming in, Charisse.
Well, here we go. Seat 6 and seat 8 now, new players. Seat 6's name is what?
Charisse.
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 Okay.
And seat 8's name is Sheila.
Sheila. There we go. Playing $100 no limit hold'em today. Blinds are $2 and $3, and it is ladies' night.
Ladies' night. And I already have a favorite one on the table there, Dave.
Yeah, replay.
Is it Kathy or Alex?
It's Ramona.
I love Ramona. Actually, my favorite is Angie.
Sweetheart in seat 4, and Angie too. Actually,
I love
she was
Angie.
at the table. Yeah.
There's another ace there.
Pot was
Alex
limped around.
still has the best hand with King High.
Pot was limped around. King High is still good here.
Yeah.
Angie, Ramona, Sweetheart, all these ladies at the table are super, super nice.
One thing I'll say it's great, great about Live at the Bike is, sometimes we have the big game. Like tomorrow night, I know we'll probably have a big game. And, but it's great that we mix it up. Like tonight, it's a $100 buy-in, no limit hold'em game, where you can really learn. I know a lot of our viewers play a smaller no limit game. And you can see just how passive the game is.
Dave, I got into a conversation about lobster and seafood last night, and someone was quick to point out that I like my food and my women right off the boat.
Yeah? There you go. I like that.
Looks like...
Bump, and the hits just keep on rolling.
Sheila's going to raise here. She's got pocket jack. She brings it in for $10, and she's going to take it down and win that pink chip there. Again, for those Neil Diamond tickets.
Yeah, it's interesting. Neil Diamond, I actually was thinking of going to see him on Saturday night. I'm really disappointed he's actually playing at Staples, though. Such a big venue. Neil Diamond, he should be like kind of more of like, club type thing, like, one of those Vegas old clubs.
Yeah, that's like, I like you too, but I'd want to see them in a club, like in another lifetime, Dave. Give me a break.
Well, no, it's Neil Diamond. He's not, I love Neil Diamond, but he's not U2. Come on. I actually saw, who did I see? I saw The Who at the Hollywood Bowl.
Well, that's not a club.
No, but it was a great venue.
Well, the Hollywood Bowl is very, very
It's a great
nice.
venue. I'd rather see Neil Diamond at the Hollywood Bowl. I'd rather see him at the Greek Amphitheater.
Ooh,
Basically anywhere but anything but Staples.
Pocket Kings there for Shelly in seat 1. She raised. And she's going to bet. She's going to bet 20. Charisse called it raise there with King Queen. And Pocket Kings is going to take it down. Now, we've done ladies' nights in the past, and we always try to look for patterns of play on this show. Usually women, and again, I apologize if Shirley Rosario is watching this. Every woman that I've seen except for Shirley, now I'm just saying in general, these low-limit games tend to play a little bit tight weak.
Yeah?
They really do. Extremely tight. Usually bet when they have it.
Right. Well, there you go. Interesting thing about Shirley Rosario, I actually had I had a dream. Shirley was my dream last night.
Really?
Yeah, very interesting. Strange.
Did they just give people on the table the option of getting Neil Diamond tickets for the chip winner or a date with me, I think? Oh, interesting.
Wow.
You guys look so pretty every time I see you.
That's what I say.
What do you think the odds are? Now, seat 5, she actually said she hates Neil Diamond. She has no desire to see Neil Diamond. So if she takes the Neil Diamond tickets over you, Bart, that's saying something. Button is in seat 6. That's our new player, Charisse. Small blind is $2. Big blind is $3. Now, as opposed to a different game than the internet, I know the internet, the small buying games are often the blinds are 50 cents dollar or 1-2.
Yeah, these are really. I'm not a huge fan of this game personally to play it in the casino because the blind structure is relatively high. You only get about 30 times the big blind to start off with.
You really got to play it almost ABC in the beginning, build up, or get lucky like Angie did.
It's almost like jumping into a small limit game at first. It really is.
Yeah, okay.
Like hopping into like a 3-6 limit
The
game.
difference, though, in a small limit game, though, you can as many chips as you want to.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying the style of play.
Yeah.
Pocket 10's there for
Charisse
on the button. She raised, and Shelly called with ace 3. Looks like Charisse is going to bet here.
Nice bet.
15, and Shelly calls with a pair. And now Shelly's got a backdoor spade draw.
And
she picks it up.
Yeah. And she's going to bet.
Yeah, she's going to bet in there.
And that's a nice play by Shelly there. She's going to represent the jack.
Yeah. And that's a really tough board to call with 10s. And
Exactly.
look at that. The semi-bluff takes it down there, Dave. She had a pair and a spade draw. Sometimes we don't even see that type of play in
That's a great
the
play.
higher regular restricted no limit games.
If you pick up a draw like that where you're going to call anyway, it's always better to bet it.
Right.
Because you have that added value of maybe your opponent will throw the hand away.
What's this?
Like that? I didn't think so. Here,
So unfortunately, Shirley does not appear to be here in the casino.
No, I haven't seen her.
Yeah.
And I was walking around with macadamia nuts and Kona coffee and all sorts of things. So
Pot is limped around here, all hearts.
yeah. Sheila's got top pair. She's going to bet it.
Yep. She takes it down with the King 9.
Take it down, Sheila E. There she is.
Well, with the explosion of poker, Dave, obviously there are more women playing
Of course.
than ever.
Actually, the World Series event, 611 players?
Was it a $1,000 buy-in, right?
$1,000 buy-in, 611 players came out for that. It's amazing.
Were you there at the Rio that day?
I was there.
Hanging around?
I was there. In and out a little bit.
Doing some...
But actually, a good friend of
window
mine, Teresa Chang, actually got eliminated in 6th place.
Right.
And
Bad beat by Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, bad beat from Jennifer Tilly, and I was rooting for her.
4 players.
Pot is limped around there. Seed 8 has pocket 9. She chose to limp in late position.
Well, it's
Jack,
okay to limp in with him as long as you can get away from him now.
Jack 10-3.
15.
Kathy comes out firing here with top pair. Alex is going to muck bottom pair.
Pretty straightforward, and she takes it down.
And played
I sat out most of it.
Those pretty streaks in her hair there too, Dave. It's like
Oh, Jesus. It's going to happen all night? I got to, wipe up the drool here. Here you go. Let me get this off your face. God. That's great.
Yes, I will be going out there later on and parade myself around the table just to see if they want a little bit of Bard or a little bit of Neil Diamond instead.
I got you. A little bit of barter or a little bit of Neil Diamond. I like that. Parade like a male peacock. Strut off your colors. In light of all this, I just want to say hi to my wife. She might be listening.
Seat 9 raised here with Ace 10 offsuit to 15, and we got a couple callers, so it's about a $45 pot.
Oh, and there's a set of 6s there for Shelley.
Yeah, Shelley's got a set, and she's in early position. She checks it. The turn's a 9. It's a third heart, and now she's going to bet. She's going to bet 25. A little under the size of the pot.
Well, now Alex has got a heart draw,
Yeah.
and she throws it away.
Yep. There you go.
Now I'm going to write about this, actually. One thing, if you guys want to check out my blog, you can check it out Under the Gun with David Tuckman on the Live at the Bike website. And I'm going to be talking about the value of vacation if you are a professional poker player.
Really?
Because I can't tell you how great I feel right now. Coming back, seeing cards 40 hours a week, day in and day out, and then going away and not even looking at a card for 5-6 days straight.
Yep.
I feel like $1 million. I know I still look like crap, but I feel really good. Shelley's going to raise there with ace-8 of spades, and she takes it down, taking advantage. She had the button there. And I tell you, I've actually matched up with Shelley numerous times late in tournaments. And she'll be here all month for our Poker October. Today was our inaugural event. We had a $200 buy-in event today, no limit hold'em. Starts at 4:15 p.m. All the events start at 4:15 p.m.
Blinds up, please. Mona.
But now we know, don't we, Donna?
And Poker October will be going on through October 16th. And I think today's event, actually, for $200 buy-in, the Bicycle Casino actually gave a yellow hat to everybody. Yeah, I personally don't like wearing my hat after if I've entered a tournament because it kind of signals that, okay, I played in the tournament and I've already been busted out.
Right, now I'm out.
Right. I mean, I love seeing yellow hats come to my table
Yep.
because I know they want to gamble. I know they've already lost.
8-way action here. It was linked around, Dave. Deuce 5-5 on the flop.
Yeah. Nobody's had a 5. Sheila still has the best hand, huh? Wow, how do you check that if you have pocket 4s?
Turn is a 5. See if Sheila bets now. Sheila now is going to bet with pocket 4s.
I wonder if Alex calls here. Alex got a deuce. And Alex going to lay it down. I like the lay down there from Alex.
Where's he playing?
At best, you're chopping it. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I'm gonna bet on my
Yeah, you can't put Sheila on a bluff here.
Yeah. You feel that energy emanating
I'm
over
like,
there.
nah.
Somebody sat up straighter. You go, uh-oh.
Why you play those cards?
And this game really got off to a splash here with Angie catching that gut shot queen, huh? On the
Yeah,
river.
absolutely.
Take down about a $300 pot. Seat 1 here's got
Pocket aces.
there you go.
Pocket aces for seat 1.
15.
She raises. Makes it 15 to go.
What is your name? Chrissy, do you do hair? What? No. Oh, really? I do. You have cool hair, so I just assumed.
Charity's talking it up there. Seat 9's got pocket 3s here. It's a $15 raise.
Yeah, and she
She's
doesn't
gonna
have the odds to call this, but she's going to try it anyway.
Queen 4-6, couple of diamonds.
Check.
Shelly's going to bet here, 25. See if Kathy gets involved.
She lets
Well,
it
she
go.
makes a good lay down there, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it right there so whenever people want to watch what coming on. Oh, thank you. So they can check it what is coming.
Now, obviously, I mean, when it's get back to Neil Diamond, obviously, I'm not expecting to see him in one of those 100-seat clubs anymore. But I would have liked to see him in a little more of an intimate setting, something like the Hollywood Bowl, even the Santa Barbara Bowl.
Yeah.
I drive up the coast and go to Santa Barbara Bowl to see him there.
Yeah.
Staples, I don't think it's a great venue. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, so
The best.
I'll come and see him.
Oh, I should have called.
Yeah, you can find out what it is.
At that time, I had aces.
Okay, let me take 50 cents.
And this one's going to get chopped around there, Dave. So did you go to any luau's in Hawaii?
I did not go to any luau's. We barbecued ourselves. We did a couple of barbecues on the beach, but did not do any luau's. I was only there for 4 nights. So it's kind of just, wake up, go swimming a lot in the ocean.
You know the big thing, actually, what they call genuine Hawaiian native food? Some of the biggest things that you wouldn't think are really, really native to a luau or just Hawaiian in general is Spam.
Really? I would imagine that.
And macaroni salad, actually. It's
I
a
would-
big thing in a luau.
I would imagine that. Well, many Hawaiian natives, I don't even want to say natives, but many people that are just live there now.
Yeah.
Hawaii is not, a very affluent
15.
area. You'd think it would be. It's like beaches and everything, and you do have those $1 million homes, but a lot of the area is not at all affluent.
Got a $15 raise there by Chris, pocket 10s.
All in.
And Alex is going to pull the limp re-raise there, Dave, with pocket 8s, and she's in trouble.
Yeah.
85.
And it looks like Charisse is all in here with. She's all in. Oh, no, she's not. She's got chips, and she's going to fold. And Alex is all in there for 85.
Oh, I have that.
Chris quickly calls with the pocket 10s.
Come on, 8.
Alex, my Alex, don't leave us now.
Yeah.
Alex, my Alex. I like that.
Oy, oy, oy. No 10.
What'd you have?
No 10. You need more
She
help
needs
than that.
help than that. More help than that.
Oh, that's not a terrible flop, actually. A 9 gives her a straight.
Oh, man, I
Now it
Well,
doesn't.
now she's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't.
10's full is going to take it down there.
I had king,
I was going to say, actually, it's not a bad flop for her.
so I thought I won when the club hit, but it was I could have.
Look at those guys hovering around the table. Get those guys out of there. Jeez.
Donna,
They're like vultures.
Look at him. Yeah, there's Pancho Villa there. Button is in seat 6. There she is. There's Charisse. How do you, is that BB or Bebe? The BEB thing.
Oh, we had a
That
ball.
clothing designer.
Oh, my goodness.
BB, I think. It's
BB?
Yeah.
I was going to say, one thing about Kathy there in seat 9, I think she's getting put in the game by Yosh.
Ah.
She might have some stiff competition.
Oh, by me. Oh, by Yosh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yosh is stiff competition for me. Very
Well,
stiff.
depending on what you're looking for.
Looks like Ace Queen's going to raise here from... Actually, she limped in under the gun. Kathy limped in with Ace Queen, and she's hit an
wow,
ace.
look at this. And there are 2 aces out there.
Yeah.
Chris has got an ace, and so does Kathy.
Kathy's going to bet. She bets 20 here. And Chris quickly calls, and Chris is in trouble with ace-8.
Yeah.
Turn is a 6. Let's see if Kathy moves it all in here. And that's what she's going to do.
And the queen will play, and as long as an 8 doesn't come, Kathy's going to win this hand.
Yep. $39 all in.
Thank you.
And the river is a 4. And again, the queen plays.
Oh, they both have 2 pair, aces
Yep.
and 4s.
And the luscious Kathy takes it down.
Yeah, so obviously I was in Hawaii and didn't get a chance to watch too much football. But I did hear about it and see Chad Pennington and Jay Fiedler, the Jets' number 1 and number 2 quarterbacks, go down in probably a span of about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And with that, pretty much the Jets' season going down in
Yeah,
flames.
that's interesting to have the first 2 quarterbacks go down in a couple
It was
of
quite
minutes.
sad.
And Sheila's going to raise here to 15 in the small blind with ace queen of clubs. And Charisse calls with deuce 5 of spades. She doesn't look like she's got enough chips to make that call. Well, all diamonds on the flop here. Jack 7-9. It goes check, check. The turn's an ace. Now Sheila has top pair. She's going to bet. And Charisse is done with it.
Interesting.
Of course, if you want to follow a thread that started on the internet every night, you can go to 2plus2.com. Click on forums, click on World Poker Tour and other televised tournaments, the official Live at the Bike thread for September 29th. You can also email us at live@thebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions. I think we might be having a little bit of technical difficulty, Dave. We apologize for that.
Are we? I don't feel it.
The stream is streaming, but we might be having a little bit of difficulty with the homepage.
I'll get our huge technical staff on it right away. You got a king queen out there and a king jack out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Comes out all rags.
8-6-4. Kathy's going to bet it here with king jack. And she's going to take it down with the second best hand. There you go.
Nice bet there by Kathy.
Gives the dealer a nice tip. Nice toke. Well, of course, we always see a lot of lovely women here at the Bicycle Casino playing poker.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Dealing, chip running. Kind of some of the most beautiful chip runners and cocktail waitresses you'll see in the LA area here at the Bike.
I know you're going to like it.
Puts some of the other card rooms to shame. It really does.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
On me?
Yes.
Okay. Right
Okay. Okay. So now we can change the setup, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
What is that on the side of Chris's body there?
The side?
Yeah, she's got like a little blue is that a man purse?
A man purse?
Looks like it.
Can it be a man purse if a female is carrying it? I guess it might be.
Kind of looks like it.
Oh, yeah. A fanny pack.
There you go. Good old fanny pack. It's a big favorite in my family. Where'd everybody go? Wow, well, it looks like we're down short table here. We've got 5 players here.
Okay, service.
Looks like they've all got up for maybe a smoke break at the same time. And we are 5-handed here, but we're going to continue to play. We're going to do a new setup here. Button is in seat 1. Small blind is definitely going to be in seat 2. And we'll figure it out for seat 3. It's a big blind.
Yeah, you got to think that the Jets are good for about 4-12 this season at best.
I still think their defensive problem. I actually hoping they go 4-12 at this point. So Herman Edwards gets fired. He's he's a moron. complete waste of breath he is. I kind of hope they do, and then they just get a great draft pick. My worry is that they'll figure out a way to eke out 8-8, and they'll just be mediocre for another couple of years.
That's your worry.
To me, I either want to suck or I want to win the Super Bowl. I don't want to be just mediocre. What's the point of that? It's kind of like in a tournament, just like getting knocked out 2 before the money. What the hell's the point of that?
We have 5-way action here, and looks like Charity's got ace-king. We haven't seen her play a hand. She's in the small blind, and she's just going to limp there in the small blind with ace-king, Dave. We're playing 5.
Amazing. It's short-handed, too.
Yeah, it's short-handed.
And I don't know what seat 7 has, Chris has, but I know she has 1 queen.
Yeah, but she's got top pair. And it actually gets checked around, and Sheila bets from the button with nothing. It looks like it's actually, Shelly.
Yeah.
And
Shelly and Chris.
Chris.
Charity quickly threw away her ace-king.
Now, Chris has check called the flop with her queen. Again, this is short-handed, and Shelly has bet the jack, and Chris, wow, that's really tight play, mucks the queen.
Well, I just don't know how to play there. You're in there with top pair, you check it, and you just give the pot up?
Yeah.
Strange play.
Yeah. Again, we're playing a little bit short-handed here. We're going to get the players back to the table.
Hey, well, you know what? This is a great opportunity for these players to really win some pots and collect those purple chips.
Yep.
Get themselves halfway to Neil Diamond.
Of course, the person with the most purple chips will win Neil Diamond tickets or a date with me.
Neil Diamond actually, he's on his world tour, his 05 world tour. And I know he actually was in England earlier this year.
Really?
Yeah. He's got a big, he's got a big following all over the world. What's your favorite Neil Diamond song?
Oh, I don't know.
They're
Coming to America? Is that the name
Coming
of the song?
Coming to America's great. I'd start singing it, but I don't want to lose our viewers or our listeners. So I'm a big fan of I Am, I Said.
Charity's got pocket queens here. She's going to raise to 20. Again, that's a big raise for this game. And everyone folds. And some of the ladies coming back to the table now. Again, it looks like, and I'm doing this on the fly, that if you go to the direct Windows Media Player link, if you're having trouble with the show, although I don't know how you'd hear me if I'm saying this, you can log on to the show, because I think we're having problems with our homepage.
No, he looks good. She's won a lot of hands, but not money. I know.
I haven't won.
You don't want because I'm yellow.
And Kathy's got tens in the small blind. And she limps.
Well, she's going to limp in with pocket tens.
Yeah, we got a $9 pot here.
She's got an overpair. But Shelly has actually looked as the most solid player. But Kathy's going to bet 15 here with the overpair.
Yeah, and Sheila's got an open-ended straight draw here. And Shelly's actually got a pair of fives.
And a gut shot.
Yep.
And Sheila calls. The turn's a queen.
Kathy still has the best hand.
And she continues to bet, which is great, Dave, because, I mean, that queen, it's not going to complete a lot of draws, and it's difficult to put somebody on a queen.
Right.
I mean, if it's an ace, it's a little bit of a different story, but a lot of people will play ace-X, obviously. And the lovely Kathy takes it down. She says, I think I should have raised. Well, maybe so.
That worked out okay for her.
Okay, 2 queens.
We're getting word that seat 1 would love to win the Neil Diamond ticket.
More than a date with you?
Well, I don't know. I haven't strutted myself around yet like a peacock.
Once again, we are live at the bike. I'm David Tuckman, back in from Oahu. And I'm here with Bart Hansen, and we're playing No Limit Hold'em.
The undeniable.
Undeniable. Unfazable. We're playing No Limit Hold'em. Blinds are $2 and $3.
Shelly raised out of the big blind. She's got kings this time. She made it 15 to go, and Charity called with 6s. And Shelly's going to bet here, $20.
Like the bet. A lot of people would look at 2 black kings and see that board and get scared. And once you check it, you kind of give the pot away.
But she shows the 2 kings, and she's really played pretty solid so far tonight. We were only in about half an hour into the show, Dave, but making that bet with the spades a few hands ago.
Now these Neil Diamond tickets, I mean, these are like $95 a piece, I think. I mean, that's some quality tickets. Let me just get a look at these tickets. I'm going to just grab them from our producer and see, because I know the tickets, because I was looking online, and I know some tickets were $55 and some were $95. And these are like 12 rows on the floor level of Staples, 12 rows back. And we're talking, wow. I tell you, our producers give away the best prizes to the lowest games.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I can't believe I did not call my wife. Actually, there's still time.
Yeah, why didn't
Melissa,
your wife
if you're listening to this, come here. Come here. You have to play every single hand, but it'll be worth it. Lose 100, but you'll win $200 worth of tickets.
Whoever got the most.
Ace Queen offsuit here. Seat number 3 in the small blind. Angie. And again, another big raise, a $20 raise in seat number 7 with pocket 8s. Now, Angie has a lot of money, but it's the issue, does seat 7 have a lot of money? And she's thinking here. Well, action's over to Angie. She has Ace Queen offsuit. Big raise there by pocket 8s.
Angie is just so cute. You just want to just wrap her up and take her home.
She's one of the servers here at the Bicycle Casino. Oh, she's going to let it go. She is playing tight tonight, Dave.
Well, she's playing real tight. Ace Queen offsuit could be a trouble hand. I mean, in this case, she was actually okay, but...
But Kathy's made the call with pocket deuces from seat 9. Flop comes king, king 4.
Now, oftentimes players get scared of a board like that, but if you have pocket 8s, that's actually a pretty good board for you.
Well, she bets $30 here. And now Kathy's thinking, do I still have the best hand with a pair? But she doesn't. And she's going to let it go. Chris takes it down.
Yeah, and Kathy, I don't even think Kathy knows who Neil Diamond is. Neil Diamond's got he's got hairs on his arms that are older than Kathy. And what do you think she is? What is she, 23? Kathy.
Maybe even younger than that, Dave.
19?
Well, she'd have to be over 21 to be in the casino.
I'd let her in.
We're getting confirmation that she is 21.
Okay.
You know, Dave, that's the age that I date.
Is it?
Yeah.
Smart guy. You like the younger girls.
Well, 20, 21.
She bought a button.
Oh, but I'm getting word she only has 4 pink chips right now, Dave, so she's going to have to catch up if she wants that date with me.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I'm sure the only way you'll go on a date with Kathy is if she wins, huh?
Oh, Dave. Pot is limped around here.
All clubs.
And Angie's got ace-jack with the ace of clubs in
Let's see how
C3.
she plays it.
She's on the button. No one else really looks to have a pair. Oh, Shelly's got king 4.
Wow.
And C6, Charisse is going to
she's
move
got top pair with the 8 of clubs.
$27. Let's see what Angie does here. The pot, I want to say, Dave, is probably...
$20?
She's 27 all in, so it's probably
47 now?
37?
Yeah.
27 to call?
No, 27. I'm sorry.
About $40 in the pot, 27 for Angie to call.
I like this call.
Well, with overcards as well, Dave.
Exactly.
And those are good right now. Now, Ramona's got jack deuce with the deuce of clubs. Now, it's interesting. Ramona used to be someone... I'll get into Ramona a little bit after the hand. So Angie's actually favored on this hand, I think, Dave, with 2 cards to come. Turn is a 10, and the river's a 4, and the 8-9 escapes. Now, with the 8 of clubs there, Angie had 8 club outs plus, what do we got?
3 aces and 3
Yeah,
3 jacks.
yeah,
Yeah, it's about 50-50 there.
pretty close.
I don't think it's with the dead money in the pot already. It's certainly not a bad call.
Yeah. And that's what they're talking about at the table. She had overcards with the club draw. And Ramona in seat 4, she used to be a lady that played the 20-40 game a lot, and I would say, boy, it's really great when she's at the table, but she's actually really tightened her game up. She's been playing, I don't know, a couple of years, but seriously about the last year, and she really has improved to be a good player when we play against her in Limit Hold'em. She tends to stay away from a lot of the mistakes that some of the other people make. Yeah. And
Charisse got queens.
got queens. And she raises to 20.
Shelley
Shelley makes one of the first questionable moves in the night there with queen 7.
Wow.
And Ramona's in there. So three-way action. It's about a $67 pot. Here we go to the flop.
Sometimes people get caught up in the last hand. Like they go, oh, well, last flop was all clubs. Maybe this one will be all clubs too.
And Charisse moves all in, and neither player calls.
Have you ever heard some players go, this dealer, all they ever do is throw jacks out there.
Yeah.
All they do is put clubs up there.
Yeah.
As if there was like some kind of rhyme or reason to that, like it's going to continue.
And Dave, this show is actually going to be on one of the shows at the LA Poker Scene
Oh, yeah?
coming up. Yep, yes it is. It's our kind of theme show for the week.
Theme show for the week? Oh, great. Well, should be fun. I'm trying to actually push to have a theme like an Omaha night. Omaha High-Low night. And me heads up versus Rick Cloward all night. And you and Shirley can rip our play apart. But I've seen Rick play. And if I can get Rick at a table for 4 hours, oh,
Rick,
wow.
of course, is the poker manager at the casino.
I thought it would be the other way around. It was last
Seat 6 has got another hand, and she's going to raise again. She's got pocket 10. She raises to 20. Actually, she's got king, queen. Excuse me. Seat 8's got the pocket 10s, and she calls. And Alex has got queen 3. She's going to muck. So she's trying to see a lot of flops there, Dave, but she quickly mucks when
Right.
there's a raise. Pretty nice. And Jack 6-3 Rainbow. 10's in the lead here. But Charisse continues to bet. She's going to bet 20.
only one overcard. Sheila's 10s here. She's not that deep, though. This is kind of, you got to move in or throw it away.
Nope, but she's going to call. Which may be the worst of the 3 choices there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Turns another jack. Charisse is going to bet again, and look at this. Sheila lays it down there, Dave. Wow.
Wow, that's an odd play.
Incredible. Incredible.
One jack might scare you. 2 jacks, you like your hand even better.
Yep.
I mean, unless you think you're up against queens, kings, or aces.
Yep.
queen high. That smells so good.
And we're getting word that we've got a board.
Yeah.
And they're actually putting the players on the board in the order of looks.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And we're getting word that we actually Spanky was in the
Oh,
house.
really? Spanky?
Spanky was in the
Yana's
house.
mother?
Yana's mother's in the house, and she might come into the game later. She's lovable. She's sweet.
Pot was limped around here. 9-8-4. Looks like we got a jack 10 in there. Open-ended straight draw.
Yep, that's Sheila. She's real tight. Let's see if she bets her draw.
Looks like she's going to check raise her draw.
Check raise
Dave.
all in.
Yep.
Well, with 2 callers, she certainly has the odds to do that. I like the play.
And the button bet there as a bluff And Chris has got Queen Jack. She's got a gut shot with overcards. Boy, she's going to make the call, though.
Yeah, well, she's actually in the lead right now.
Yeah.
Queen high is good.
Turn is an 8.
Queen high is still good.
Oh, and the river is a 10. And that's going to give her the straight. Queen Jack with the straight.
Wow, the gut shot straight gets there. Now, the Queen high actually was the best hand. She didn't need the 10. Pretty much as long as a queen or a 7 didn't hit, she was fine.
Ooh, look at this, Dave. Live at the Bike is back.
Wow.
LiveAtTheBike.com. We had a little bit of technical difficulty in the beginning, but it's back up.
I like it. Cool. Very cool. In the top left corner of Live at the Bike, you can actually see on demand, watch the archives.
Yep.
Very cool.
We changed that banner to say archives because a lot of people were confused.
I was confused
about what on demand meant. Well, it's the archives banner. And again, we were playing $100 No Limit Hold'em Ladies Night. We actually are playing with Purple Action Chips. The winner of the most pots will win a nice pair of Neil Diamond tickets.
Yep. Neil Diamond's actually in town all week at the Staples Center. And I think these tickets are for Saturday night's show, October 1st.
And we're going to see a pot limped around. And Charisse has picked up top pair. And she's going to bet 15 here. But she drives forward with her hands. And she's going to take it down.
Take it down, and she shows.
So there you go. She went broke, Dave, but she's building her chip stack back up. It looks
Building
like
it up.
she's got a serious look on her face, too.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Girls can play poker, too.
Yeah.
These women are here to play.
Well, aren't women they always talk about women being very, very competitive with each other.
Well, with men, too. I mean,
yeah. I always just get a really weird vibe whenever I go back, say, at the Bike in the tournament room in a ladies' tournament event. There's just all these women in one room.
Yeah, the
giggling,
estrogen is just
and
flying
it's
around.
Like, whoa! I got to get out of here. Now, I mean, I can take 2 or 3 women in the same room. Preferably a hotel room. No, I'm just kidding.
Put on punch. And the hits just keep on hitting.
Look at this.
There we go.
Seat 8's got ace, queen of diamonds. But more than 3 or 4, Dave, tends to be a little bit of a cluster.
Yeah, okay. Good to know.
We got 4-way action here. I think it was raised.
Sheila with the best hand here. She flopped top pair.
Yeah, seat 8. And she's going to bet here from the button. $30. Pretty straightforward, Dave.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's got a spade draw here.
Well, Shelly's got a gut shot with the king jack, and that's what she's thinking about.
Yeah, but without a spade, though.
This would be a mistake for her to call.
Especially against Sheila. Now, obviously, we're privy to the fact that Sheila's played it really tight, but you know, it's not like Sheila showed a bluff at all.
Yeah. And she's going to take it down there with the ace-queen with top pair. Well, this is really, I mean, I keep telling people, and they say, Bart, you're harping on the restricted buy-in, no-limit hold'em. Because sometimes the game yesterday, I say the 5100 game, it's a form of restricted buy-in, no-limit hold'em, which a lot of those guys have not necessarily played. They don't have a lot of experience with. And what the difference is really watching the bet size compared to your stack and the opponent's stack. And the reason why I'm not a particular fan for this game is once somebody brings it in for a raise, you're almost committing upwards of 15 to 20 to 25% of your chip stack.
Oh,
In the hand. And it's just a weird thing where that's why you say you almost need to play ABC.
Well, it plays very much. I mean, this kind of structure really plays like a low buy-in, no-limit hold'em tournament. Where, say the rounds are 20 minutes and you've got 800 chips.
Yeah.
It's like you're basically going to get 1 or 2 hands to play.
Yeah.
And that's it.
We got a raise out of the blind, out of the small blind to 15 with pocket jacks, and Charity Turner makes a loose call in the big blind with ace-6 of hearts.
Oh, and
Shelly's got a set, and
Yeah.
she checks the set.
Yeah, last time she had a set of 6s, she checked it.
Well, she was the original raiser this time. Turns a 9, and now she's going to bet.
Yeah, nobody's got anything here, so this is.
I think differently here. Yeah.
And she's going to take it down there.
Here, like, you go over
Well, it was interesting to see Charity, when it was 5-handed, limp in the small blind, complete for $1 extra with ace queen of clubs, but then call a raise, which seems to be from a solid player in the big blind, $15 raise, which is about 5 times the big blind with ace 6 suited.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's also one of those plays where you're certainly not going to win a big pot with it. If an ace hits and a
Yeah.
jack doesn't hit,
Yeah.
you're not going to win a big pot.
Like you
Shelley's
said,
gonna check
those
it
are the
and fold.
hands that are the ones that you will win you small pots, but lose you big pots.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Yeah.
But the only way you get action is if you're behind.
Yeah.
raise 15.
Button is in seat 1.
And one of the other times when you were away, Dave, we saw Dan. He's a player at Live
Wait,
Bike.
this continued while I was gone?
Yeah. On Friday night, he actually played in the 10-20 no limit game.
Dan,
The gentleman.
Snail
Dan.
Man?
Yeah.
Snail Guy? Yeah, Snail Guy.
Yeah. And he got caught up with an ace jack hand, and the other guy had ace queen, and the case aces came up, and he got all his money there in the river. Just one of those things.
Yep.
Here we go. Shelly's got top pair. Boy, she's destroying this table. And Ramona wisely checks the pair of 10s. I believe she limped in early position.
And
Shelley's
on
gonna
the
bet.
button, Shelley's not going to slow play this. She's going to bet it straight out.
Oh, Ramona's going to call. And unless she gets lucky, she's going to be in trouble here. Kathy's got a gut shot to the 7. But again, not enough money. Dave, she doesn't have enough money to make that call.
No. Well, gut shots rarely do you. Anybody have enough money for
Yeah.
that.
Turn is a 4. Ramona checks. And she's going to check call the rest of her money, and she's going to need to spike a 10 here.
Poor Ramona.
Oh! Oof, the river's a 9. Pretty close.
Yep.
Ramona was saying that was her first real hand of the night.
And another purple chip.
Well, she's got a stack there.
Shelley's going to be singing Neil Diamond. She's going to be humming it away here.
And she's ahead by at least 5 pots, Dave.
Well, why don't we get her away from the table for a little bit? Let everybody else catch up.
And she said she was a big fan of Neil Diamond.
Well, and I told you at the start, she's probably, I think, the most solid no-limit hold'em player at the table.
Because you've seen her in some tournaments. and
I've
stuff
seen her. I
before.
played against her in tournaments.
Yeah.
I generally like her style. I mean, obviously, I've never seen her hold cards,
Uh-huh.
but she seems pretty aggressive. She seems to know how to get away from a hand, from what I've seen.
Well, we haven't really seen any kind of calls that have been out of line, Dave, so far. Any really big out of line calls by some of these ladies. Where sometimes we see that in the 200 game a lot.
That's the big fly.
And we've got a raise here for $15 by Charisse. She's got King Jack of Spades.
No, just so she can play. You're there.
Looks like Ramona's she's bought in for 100 behind.
Raise 15.
Now, you can buy in for 150
Right, you can bring it back up to 150.
if you get knocked down the felt.
And I don't know if Donna's let the players know that.
Yes, oh yes.
Of course, you can bring your stack up to 150 if you want. And here comes the flop here, Jack 8-8. Kathy's got a flush draw, but Charisse has hit top pair.
Right.
And Charisse bets 30.
No, I don't usually like going for flush draws in when there's a pair board, when
Yeah.
the board pairs like that. But a heads up, though, sometimes you can take one off.
Turns a club, and King Jack is still in the lead here.
The problem with it is it's just hard to be aggressive.
Let's see if Charisse keeps firing here. She's going to put the pressure on. She's going to move all in.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes, Dave, it might be right if I'm going to play King 10 in that spot, especially in a restricted bind game, to go over the top on the flop. Instead, so you don't put yourself in this position with the King 10 of diamonds.
Exactly.
It's pretty
Well,
much.
that's the problem. And the pot is about, I want to say the pot's about $100.
Yeah,
67 to win 100. And
yeah.
Not really. You don't have the odds there with one card to go.
And if she hits her king, it's not good
No.
either.
She needs just a diamond.
And she's going to muck it. There you go. And Charisse takes it down. Take it down, Charisse.
And we are at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California, about 10 miles south of Los Angeles. The action is hot.
And heavy.
And heavy. And pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's good to be back. For those of you who know, I was in Hawaii for about 4 days. One thing great about living in LA is we are like, it's like a 4.5 hour flight. It was really great.
There's a lot of good things about LA. The weather, short trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
The women.
Yeah, I don't love LA per se, but we're really close to a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we're 4 hours from Vegas, 4
How
hours
do you
from...
not love LA?
I think the city of
Are
LA
you just
is
not
actually
into the
pretty-
catty attitude?
I just don't like the city. I think the city is kind of ugly.
Oh.
The actual city of LA. It's like an overgrown strip mall.
5-way action here. It looked like it was limped around.
It's been a rough couple of days. Matt, and I can't get a hand. Play.
Wednesdays.
And I'm hungry and nobody even cares.
Looks like a $20 bet there.
Say now.
And a call
Actually, no, when it's
by seat number 1 with bottom pair. And Sheila's got a flush draw on seat 8. And Shelley calls with ace 7. And Charisse is in there with the gut shot there, Dave. The turn pairs the 9. And look at Charisse. She's going to represent the 9 with the draw. This is the second time we've seen this from one of these ladies.
Yeah, Shelley tried it earlier, and it worked
Yeah.
really well.
This is a really advanced play.
Well, and if you're Shelley, it's a really tough... And Sheila can call. She's a flush draw.
Yeah.
But Shelley, it's a tough call. She can't be the queen or the
And
9.
she mucks. Now, the problem is Charisse is going to have to follow up here at the end. And the river's a jack.
And if she does, she's going to win this pot.
Yeah, if she gives up, she's in trouble. It looks like she is going to bet. Now, obviously, Sheila's not going to call. Wow, what a play there.
And you know what? You know what was really good?
They've been watching live at the bike, Dave.
Great
Because
play
some
there.
of these ladies have been playing up, again, they've been making some advanced moves.
Yep. I like the play by Charisse there. She could obviously, even if somebody had a queen, she could have got him off the queen by representing a
Right,
9.
right.
Turns out that Shelley had a 7 there, so it's really easy to get off of him.
Yep.
And if she was actually looking at the side of her eye, she would have been able to tell Sheila was already folding,
Yep.
even as Charisse started reaching for her chips. I mean, her cards were in the muck before Charisse even put the chips out there.
Oh, service?
We're going to see a raise here.
15.
And, the limp re-raise, it looks like, Dave. Charisse has pulled the limp re-raise with ace-queen of diamonds. Shelley brought in for a raise with 10s. But Shelley's going to call.
Yeah, we got a couple of real hands here. This is pretty much a coin flip here.
She
But it's
pulled the
only a
limp.
coin flip if you see all 5 cards. So let's see what happens on the
the
flop.
limp re-raise is really representing a big hand.
Yeah.
I mean, you wonder. Now, obviously, they're not very deep. If rags come here, is Shelley going to call? Oh, well, there's an ace. But
There's
is it
a
a
10.
10? A set of 10s there for Shelley.
Oh, that's a bad flop. For
And
Charisse.
ace-queen checks. And let's see. And Shelley's going to move all in. She doesn't slow play the 10. She moves all in.
Well, she's hoping Charisse has the ace.
And look at Charisse. She's not going to instantly call.
Wow.
Well, she pulled the limp re-raise, and Shelley called, Dave. So you got to put her on a big hand. Oh, she's going to make the call.
Well, that's it. I mean, I was going to say.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine she would lay that hand down. Turn is a king,
Give her credit for his thinking about it. But
and the river is a king.
yeah, she would have needed a jack, actually, and the river would have given her the pot.
Yeah, and Shelley's going to double through here. That's just bad luck for Charisse.
Yeah, it's just a tough flop. I don't know many players that are going to get away from that.
Yep.
Ace 10-4, you've got ace queen. You know.
I'll be here too.
Yeah, baby.
Papa.
Yeah, that worked out. She won a huge pot. She put her all in.
There's a couple questions on 2+2 about my age, Dave. I'm actually 25. And, sometimes I like to date women that are younger than me.
I'm
Down to...
a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I personally say when my wife hits 40, I'm checking her in, throwing her in, getting 2 20-year-olds. She knows that, too.
But she flopped the set.
Small blind, big blind.
Don't you think 20 is the perfect age?
4.
Just in general.
20 is the perfect age. Depends on what.
I think it's vulnerable. I don't know what to do.
This big blind, small blind, big blind.
Oh, is C5 leaving the game? Oh, that's brutal. Oh. Brutal.
2 for the small blind.
I think Eulette's going to come into the game.
Raise. 15.
And we got a raise there by pocket tens, Ramona, seat 4. And actually, you know what? It was a raise by ace queen. Shelly raised and Ramona called. And Shelly is just on a roll.
Yeah, let's see
Picking
what
up
happens
big
here.
hands. She's got over probably $400 there. I think those stacks are bigger than
Yeah.
20
Oh,
chip
definitely.
stacks.
Just 2 play.
And we're heads up. Ramona's got the overpair and a straight draw. See what Shelly does.
Oh, I'm first. Check.
No, Shelly's going to check immediately.
There you go.
Ramona bets 15 here.
Small
Dave.
bet. Small bet.
But that's enough. It's going to get Shelly
Yep.
off the hand. Ramona takes it down.
Can you scramble or something?
And that's the looks like it's the first hand she's won tonight.
I just need a miracle.
And I got to tell you, I mean, Charity Turner, could you see a player that has a style more contrasting of her husband or not?
Yeah.
I mean,
How did Robert Turner ever get her too? She's a
I have
cutie.
no idea. She's really cute.
Uh,
She's really cute. And Robert's a nice guy, but man, I don't know.
Thank you.
Well, supposedly Robert met her when she was very young. So
she looks pretty young right now.
Maybe
She's-
she just didn't
she's
know any
thir-
better.
She's not even 30, right?
Some action. And look at her. She's doing all right.
She has not been in hands.
Good job.
And this is exciting, folks. We're getting word that Spanky is in the house, and Spanky is coming to the table. We're getting Spanky in seat 5, baby. God, I love it.
King deuce king here
The
on
action
the
and
flop.
the excitement here never ends.
Turn is a 7.
And the crowd chants, Spanky, Spanky, Spanky.
No, don't get it. Carney, I saw that.
And it looks like the lovely Kathy is going to take it down there in seat 9.
Okay, we want some good hands, dealer.
No, me.
No, we all want good hands so we can get action.
I mean, just one.
Button over there in seat 8.
100 just so I can hang out. This is sick.
Charity's still complaining that she just can't get any hands.
Sick on the hot day.
Can't
I mean,
get any hands.
It's no limit hold'em. You don't need hands to win, do you?
I know. We want action. That's what we play for.
Exactly.
When you just get bad
God,
cards.
And Andy's just happy about that suck out. She had the first hand of the night. I mean, she's up.
Okay.
Ace king.
I'm ready.
Is that Spanky there in seat 5?
There it is, Spomenka. That is Yana's mother, Spomenka, and we like to affectionately call her Spanky.
Window.
Well, I think you made the name up, right?
I can take credit for that. Yeah.
Make it 10.
Charisse is going to raise her to 10 with pocket 9.
Okay. And Spomenka's actually got King Jack of Hearts here. Oh, look at that. We actually call her Spanky. That's terrible. Oh,
Was it a mistake? What?
And she calls.
This is a small blind for 3.
I like her top.
Keep them now.
Really nice. Isn't that a nice top?
I know. It's just
And it looks like we're going to have 3-way action.
Yeah, game on. Shelly's in there with 6-10 of hearts, huh? Wow. Now, Shelly's eating. I would have thought that she'd probably play a little tighter while she's eating, but no.
Ooh, 2 people have heart draws, and Spanky's got the gut shot with the king jack.
That's a big flop for Spanky. Any 10, any heart.
She's going to bet here. She bets
Actually,
25.
even a king or a jack would give her the win.
She bets 25, and Shelly calls.
Oh, Shelly is in a lot of trouble here. Shelly basically needs a non-heart, and she needs a 6.
And there one comes on the turn. It's a 6
Oh,
of
that's
diamonds.
brutal.
And it goes check, check, and the river is a 9.
Oh, that is such a bad
wow,
beat.
that's a real bad beat, Dave.
I mean, you realize the odds of that. I mean, a 10 is no good. A heart is no good. Only a 6.
Wow. 3 outer, right?
I know.
3 outer, and the redraw can't come as well.
Right.
On the river.
So I mean, it's huge.
The odds of that, yeah, she's got to be.
Any 10
over,
jack.
You got to say over 96 or 97% there.
Oh,
on the
oh
hand.
yeah, on the flop?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, wow. That's
Because you're
huge.
thinking any 10 jack, queen. 10 jack, queen. Or king.
Yep.
Any heart. And Shelley was drawing dead. Wow.
Small black, please.
And you're not getting a good deal. Supposedly the girls are being hard on you, and I don't know why. You haven't even met them.
They don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
Bad poker players with money. That's what I like.
I think they're intimidated by you.
Yeah, they haven't got a taste of the Bardster yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I check.
You know, supposedly a lot of really good-looking women and good-looking men actually have trouble getting dates because people find them intimidating.
Ah.
Maybe that's your problem.
Oh, you're saying I'm getting trouble finding dates?
Well, maybe because, I mean, I was complimenting you, actually. And Charity steals one there with the old 4-7 of spades. Oh, actually, no.
Kathy takes it down.
Kathy takes down. I take that back.
Which I did, Kathy Lieber.
Oh, Kathy Lieber.
I made her heads up, but I could have, I know I could have beat her. No, and I had her, and I said, you want to chop? And she said...
And if you go to liveatthebike.com, you can check out my little blog, Under the Gun. Have you been writing your own?
I'm in
Not
the
yet.
in the works of
In the
writing it.
works, okay.
But I
Well-
think that your latest one isn't up yet either, though.
No, my latest
Oh, it
one is up,
Okay, my
and
bad.
I'm actually in the middle of writing one. I'll finish it up tonight, and that will be up in the next day or two.
talking about Kathy Lieber in the tournament.
And I've been promised that I'm going to get access to, so I can actually put them up myself, so they can go up really quick.
Do you know the JavaScript code, HTML?
I do not.
I'm sure that we can make that user friendly for you.
I hope so. More like idiot friendly.
What multi-color?
Yeah, I'm pretty much a technical moron.
I could ever get a hand, so you guys could just technically be both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have that tard ready by Monday.
There you go. Tard ready, tuck ready. What's the difference?
Yeah, tard ready, tuck ready. Pod is limped around here.
Limped around four-handed. We got a $12 pot, right?
Yeah.
Four players.
Ooh, ace, ace, 3. Sheila's picked up trip aces.
Please.
No one has a pocket pair. This is a jackpot.
Angie's got a pair of threes there. Two pair.
Well, she's got 7-3 offsuit there, Dave.
Right.
Yeah, so a pair of threes.
That was intimidation. $5.
And she bet $5, and she's not going to get any action.
Well,
Brad?
she's pretty straightforward there, isn't
Come
it?
on, chips. Yeah. Chips. I don't want to be seen. I'm trying to be avoided.
Looks like seat 9 might be kind of the whiny type, Dave, which I'm not saying in a bad way. But, you know,
Is she?
kind of within conversation. I'm just speculating.
Speculating?
Yeah, yeah.
Done now.
Have you always had a fondness for Asian ladies? Or did that develop in college, or when you moved out here? Just out of curiosity.
No, it wasn't when I moved out here, although I thought I was in paradise when I did move out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's the huge Boston community of Asian people that really did it for me.
So,
Yeah.
ever since you were a kid?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good to know. I, for one, am crazy about Santa Barbara girls, blonde ones, that have British parents.
Well, I like those two. Well, I like the blonde girls too, but you know, nothing wrong with getting a little, ethnicity into the mix, mixing it up a little,
Right.
just like my poker game, mixing it up.
There you go. Shelley takes another purple chip.
Little queen of hearts, little queen of spades.
And Shelley's in the lead here. She's probably got 3 more chips than even her second place competitor.
Yep.
She is well on her way to Neil Diamond. The person who wins the most
Diamond.
pots tonight will get Neil Diamond tickets, 2 tickets to Neil Diamond. He's going to be singing his heart out at the Staples Center.
Staples Center. Have you been to a Kings game before, Dave? I know you're a big hockey fan.
Yeah, I have been a couple times.
You like it?
I think the Staples Center's a dump, though. I hate the venue.
Yeah.
It's a very impersonal place, I think. I like places that really let you get, involved, and almost on top of the action. Staples Center, to me, it kind of pulls you away.
Did you ever get a chance to go to the old Boston Garden before they tore it down?
I have.
Yeah.
I actually played hockey there.
And this pot is limped around here.
And look at that. The Boston Red Sox are tied up now.
Yep.
That's a big tie. They need this win.
Ace King 9 here on the flop. A couple people have aces. And seat 6 there bet, and seat 8 called. Sheila's got ace 4. Charisse has got ace 8. We're heads up ace 4 against ace 8.
And the ace 8 will still play if a card lower than 8 comes.
And Sheila's going to continue to fire at
as long as it
here.
doesn't pair the 7, obviously.
And Charisse calls.
Let's see what happens.
Excuse me, Charisse.
And the 5, the 8 is going to play.
Yep. Charisse has the best hand, and she continues to bet.
The 5 and the 7 are in there, and that's going to save...
Sheila calls, and Charisse is going to win it with ace 8 there, Dave.
Yeah. Both have a pair of aces with a king 9 kicker.
Yeah.
And obviously Charisse has the 8, while Sheila has a 7. And with the Cleveland Indians winning tonight and the Yankees winning tonight, the Boston Red Sox really are up against it. They better pull this one out, or they're in a whole world of hurt. As for me, I'm not a big baseball fan. And obviously my beloved New York Jets are in a whole world of hurt. They're really going to suck it up this year. So I'm just going to turn my attention to Chelsea.
Chelsea Football Club, huh?
Yeah, Chelsea Football Club and the machine that we are.
Uh-huh.
I think another league title is in our future, and maybe even a European Cup this year.
Haven't heard much from Spanky there in seat 5. See if she's going to get into the action.
And I'm not sure why Kathy's putting on more clothing, though.
Yeah,
maybe we need to put the heat up a little bit.
Yeah. It's never good.
And there's Shelly.
Ooh, and Charity Turner. Why do I keep saying that every
Charity
time?
Raymer.
Charity Turner moves all in here with Queen 9 of diamonds.
Wow, she's just trying to make something happen, huh?
Yeah, well, she's got a couple of limpers. She's going to try to pick up some chips. I think she put in the purple chips, too. That
so
doesn't
what is she
really
risking,
work.
like $30 to win like 6?
Well, a couple limpers in front.
I don't think she's going to get called in any spot, to be honest with you.
No, she doesn't.
And Charity takes it down. She's been poring over that menu for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, she's got a tough decision there. Angie wanted to peek at her cards, but... Angie, of course, again, she's a food server, very, very sweet lady. Originally from Germany.
Was she?
Yeah.
Born and raised in Germany?
Originally from Germany. So the button has moved over to seat 5. And we're going to see a couple limper there.
With this Neil Diamond promotion, I'm wondering if we can get him down here.
Yeah.
Play a little poker. We can do a little interview with him.
Spanky's going to limp in here. She's got Queen 4 of diamonds. And we're going to see a pot that's limped around.
Yeah, the button. She actually has the button right now. Pot's going to be $12.
Yeah. 4-way action.
There's the diamonds.
Jack 9-6 on the flop. And Charisse has got Jack 7. Spanky's got the flush draw.
And Shelly's calling with bottom pair.
Let's see what Spanky does here. $15 bet, it looks like. She makes the call. So here we go to the turn. Turn is a 4. Give Spanky a pair now.
Yeah.
And Charisse continues to lead out with Jack 7.
Yeah.
Shelly's out of there with the ace 6.
Shelly likes to take one off, it seems like, when she has bottom pair, huh?
Spanky calls.
She's going to need a 4, a queen, or a diamond.
And the river is a queen, Dave.
Well, there you go.
And she's made queens up. And Charisse checks it, and Spanky moves all in. Looks like for 22. Spanky's going to take down a pretty big pot here with the queen 4.
And the crowd chants, Spanky, Spanky.
And like you said, she had a bunch of outs there.
Yeah.
On the turn.
Exactly. And she hit one of them.
Yep. Again, those of you familiar with our former commentator in here, Yana, this is Yana's mother.
Yana, what a sweet girl.
Yes.
It's a word for her, huh?
Well, I was saying, again, when you were gone, that Shirley was kind of going a little bit Yana on me, Dave. And what I mean by that is that she seemed to get a little bit upset when anyone even tried to question her poker analysis or poker commentary on 2+2. She was, it was driving her nuts. Button is in seat 6. And I don't know if it's a woman thing or if it's just territorial with her. But it was really getting to her.
Well, my dog, Dakota, she's very territorial. She's female.
It could be.
Are you dealing for real?
This pot looks like it's going to be a family pot limped around.
I want you to train. I want to work out with her so bad.
Flop comes 6, 7, 9.
Nice flop for Kathy there.
7, 8.
She got middle pair with a open-ended straight draw
She's
and
gonna move all
backdoor
in.
diamond draw.
She's going to move all in for the rest of her money.
I like the play.
The pot's only about $20, and she moves all in for 42.
Wow, and Shelley's going to call here with...
overcards and a straight draw.
Yeah. Now her 10 is no good, though.
Right.
She's going to need a jack or an 8, pretty much.
Let's see the turn. Turn is a 3. And the river's a 5.
And actually, Kathy makes a straight.
Kathy makes a straight there at the end.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that. Shelley makes a backdoor flush.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even see that.
We didn't even see it. She had backdoor spades, picked up a spade draw on the turn.
Well, sometimes that happens, actually,
Kathy,
in a game,
Kathy,
too.
don't leave us, Kathy. She looks like she's got a pained look on her face.
Well, sometimes that happens even in a game when you're playing in a game. You don't, if you're playing against somebody, and if you don't see the backdoor flush, just like we didn't even notice that.
Those capri pants there?
You could care less if it's even a poker game going on. I'm trying to talk poker strategy here. You're talking capri pants. What is this show coming to? The button is in seat 7. Small blind. That's Sheila there, $2. And Shelley's the big blind, $3. Charity's going to limp in.
I think Kathy's gone, Dave. Oh, that's so disappointing. And we're going to see a pot again limped around. Why do the best-looking ones always have to go out first, Dave?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to that.
Yeah, it's like a
best
bad
hand here.
horror movie, Dave.
Yeah. Except in a bad horror movie, you get to see him naked.
Right.
Have you ever seen those old English films, the Hammer films, I think they're called?
Spanky bet there and took it down with Queen 9.
Yeah, she had the best hand there. Second pair with the
Yeah.
queen kicker.
I told you, don't worry about your stack of money.
No, I have not.
No, okay. They're just
enlighten me.
They're kind of like just bad horror movies, really bad and over the top horror movies. As much gore as possible.
Did they get you? Did they get you? Please.
Well, I'm getting word that my entry from September 6th is still the most recent on the site, but I will make sure that
Under the gun.
gets
You're
under the
talking about
gun,
under the
David
gun.
Tuckin.
Yeah.
But I will make sure that I get that updated.
Look at Shelley with $450. Ramona's got $250, and she's in for a rebuy. Angie only has 90 there? That's interesting, because I thought she had a lot more than that. I think would. And actually, Angie has 250, or excuse me, Angie has 250 and Ramona has 90. We have the chips there reversed by mistake.
And seat 6 actually is not Patty, that's Charisse.
Right.
So big winner, definitely Shelly so far.
And Shelly's in the lead with 13 action chips, 7 more.
She's just running away with
7 more than the next closest, which is Charisse with 6.
And she's having a great, I mean, people don't realize $450, when it's only a $100 buy-in,
Yeah.
she's now made 4.5 times her buy-in.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Pot was limped around here. Ace, queen, 9, couple of hearts.
Shelly's got bottom pair.
20.
And she folds. And if Shelly can hold on to this, look at this. She's up $350 at the table. Throw two $95 Neil Diamond tickets in there,
Yeah,
and we're talking like a $500 night.
yeah. Especially if she scalps them.
I already said I'd buy them from her, but I think she'd go.
No, I think she's a big fan.
I made my first trip to New York last year. I have never met such nice people. Everybody, I couldn't believe it. Everybody was so nice. So nice.
Button is in seat 1 this time. And Shelly has a playable hand on the button, Dave. 8-10 suited. Spanky's picked up pocket queens. Queen of clubs, queen of hearts.
And she made it $20.
Let's see if Shelly calls here. Oh, no, she doesn't call. She's eating. And Angie's got a garbage hand, and I'm sure she's not going to play it.
Yeah.
Angie's pretty ABC, Dave.
Well, she won her one hand of the night. I think she's
Yeah.
done. She's going to take her $150 profit and just stop.
One of these chips, there's no flop? Yes? Yes. Okay. I haven't been up here before.
Once again, we're live at the bike here. I'm David Tuckman, joined by Bart Hansen. We're playing No Limit Hold'em. $100 restricted buy-in game. Blinds are $2 and $3.
You gonna be there?
I still want to work out with you. I need a membership first. This is sick.
Oh, he didn't have, only Robert has one there?
Yes, and what a good that does me because he's never going to go back. He keeps saying, I'm going home. I'm going home. He lost.
Well, Dave, you brought back some nice treats from Wyatt. Chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. I'm a big fan.
Now I got the Kona Crunch,
Yeah.
Kona Coffee.
Raise 15.
Shelly's picked up king, queen, and she's going to raise. Now, Angie's got ace, queen in the small blind. It's a $15 raise. Is she ever going to play a hand, Dave? $15, and she's pretty deep, too.
Look at her shaking her head.
And she's got the best hand. She's got her dominated.
Oh, dominated.
And it pains her to call. Now, unfortunately, the Spanky's in there with ace-5, which means the flop is probably not going to hit anyone. And if Shelly puts a bet in on the flop, she may take it down. Well, Angie's got the ace of diamonds. The flop comes all diamonds, 8, 9, 10. And Shelly has the queen of diamonds.
That's a strong enough flop where Angie can bet it. And probably should bet it.
15.
And Spanky comes out betting with ace-5. Shelly calls with king, queen. And let's see if Angie check raises here. No, she's just going to call.
Wow.
Turns a diamond, and Angie's got the nut, and Shelly has the second nut. And Shelly actually can win this if the jack of diamonds comes on the river.
Angie's got her dominated. And there were a couple of players I was hoping to, see sort of like domination type thing, but
3 people have flushes here. And you wonder if Spanky can get away from it.
yeah, it's tough getting away from that 5 diamond flush.
Angie checked.
20.
And Spanky bets.
Well, I don't mind the bet there.
Shelly calls. Let's see what Angie does here if she's going to throw a check raise in here.
Now, the problem is if
She just calls.
now what are you going to do on the river?
Oh, man. And the river's a 3. Come on, Angie, put some money in there.
Well, now you have to bet it, and she's going to. By just smooth calling the turn, you kind of put yourself in a spot here like that.
And she's going to bet
I know it's okay.
maybe 100.
And it's tough to get away from with the queen of diamonds here, but not against Angie.
Yeah, and Shelly's too smart for that. And Angie doesn't show it, though. I love that. Yeah, we always talk about how when you got a big hand, it's sometimes okay to slow play when you're in position against someone who you think is going to continue to fire you, but when you're out of position, what are you going to do? Just check, call, and bet? It's usually the minimum amount.
Well, that's
you
the
can make
equivalent
in
of
a
check raising anyway, by calling and then betting the river
hand.
anyway.
Yeah. But, I mean, she could have check raised the minimum on the turn.
Yeah,
Possibly.
definitely.
And might have gotten a call.
And then the river throwing another $20 bet.
Yep.
Why not? $30 bet.
Only the ace could beat me or the straight flush.
She was smooth calling you guys. She had it.
New player coming into seat number 9. Oh, another lovely lady, Tony, coming into the game.
Lady in red here.
Boy, these place these ladies strategically on the table. It's amazing.
I want to take that and let me get you change.
Hi, Tony. Welcome.
And that is
Okay, 3
Tony.
players.
Freeway action here.
Okay, I'm going to catch up to you.
Got a 7-8-9 flop. No, 7-8-10.
7-10-10.
I'm not even close. 7-8-10, 7-9-10.
And Charisse bets here with the pair of 7s, and looks like she's going to take it down.
Take it down. Not even close. Speaking of like a name like Tony, have you ever dated a girl with a guy's name? You know, like a Tony, or a Chris, or a Pat.
Watch how I get to see 9 cussing by the time I leave.
Trying to think here off the top of my head. I can't can't think of something off the top of my head.
No,
Why did you ask
mean,
that? Have you?
No, I'm just curious. I mean, I see Tony there, and sometimes you go, Tony. When they said they were bringing Tony to the table, my first instinct was, oh, I guess we're not going to be doing ladies' night anymore.
Oh, I see.
But obviously, very clearly, Tony is a lady. Obviously.
Master of the obvious, Dave Tuckman.
Yes. Well, my mom bought me those little dolls when I was a kid. You know, boys have penises, girls have vaginas. So I can very quickly tell the difference.
Charity Ray's here with ace-4 of diamonds. Spanky's got deuce-3 of diamonds. Let's see if Charity falls through. Nope, she's going to check it, Dave, in position. Turns a 10.
I don't think Spanky there's got the gall to go for it, though.
River's an 8. And it's just going to get checked down, and ace-high is good.
Ace-high?
And that's the difference between, you see how passive this game is. Spanky could have taken that at any point, especially on the river. I mean, look at that. It's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 clubs out there. There's no way Charity's going to call.
And I think Shirley said that she used to play with G.I. Joes when she was little. As opposed to, like, Cabbage Patch Kids.
I can see that.
Tomboy.
I can definitely see Shirley being a tomboy.
Thank you, Charity.
I think that's my only thing I like, and I appreciate it.
And then I knew it. And then I knew it was you.
Option.
Limped in on the button there.
Yeah, she limps in with the old 7-4 of hearts.
3 players.
Ooh, and the nut flush is flopped by the small blind, Charisse. And she's going to check it. Turn is a queen. She checks again, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody else is drawing dead.
And the river is a 7. She bets 15 here. And Spanky pays her off, Dave, with the pair of 7s.
Yeah.
You only have that?
And that's one of those cases where I can understand if you pay her off if you have a 10. Even an 8, I might pay the person off.
Yeah.
But with 7-4...
The game has been playing pretty passively.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't see, what can you beat? And the pot's only $9. I'm going to pay 15 off. I'm going to let you have it there. I don't care.
I got that 7 in the end.
I'm a dealer. I can't talk.
You can't talk? You can't say that you love me?
I'm not allowed to
Play
speak.
48. It's $16. Did they even consider a bet? It's like,
You play it over at the conference?
yeah, 600 more than 2,000 more.
So we can see those little purple chips, the marker chips. Yeah.
That's why I love Spain. Pan is like the most...
Looks like this one's going to get folded around and they're going to chop it up. We don't give a marker chip out when we chop the...
No. Got to actually win something.
So tomorrow night, to talk about a little bit of the schedule, we're going to have our big no-limit game. And it's actually going to be probably most likely 10-20. We're going to have a no-limit tournament going here tomorrow for Big Poker October. But it's going to be another bluff night. And David and I were talking about how do we characterize a bluff, because we had included it as something in terms of, we said it was any type of bluff, like a semi-bluff. And I think we should change it to more of a stone cold bluff. Because when you come over the top, with a hand, oh, I get an open-ended straight flush draw, but you have an under pair. I'm favored 75 to 25, and I'm going to bluff you all in. I don't think it really makes a lot of sense, dude.
Right.
So I think it's more of a...
Well, we'll talk about it, obviously. I always like to leave it up to our viewers, though. You know, and last time, obviously, we kind of left it in their hands. And Kenna James, we're talking about, won hands down.
Well, it was quite a bluff that he made on the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he was bluffing all night.
Pot was limped around here. King, deuce, 8, couple of hearts on the flop.
Yeah, tomorrow night's actually going to be really fun. It'll be an interactive night where you at home can vote for
Spanky's
the
got top
biggest
2 pair
bluff.
here.
And she takes it down. But you at home can actually vote for the biggest bluff of the night. And the best way to vote, actually, is to go to Live at the Bike. Actually, email us at liveatthebike.com and vote. And we will be tallying the votes all night and letting you know who's in the lead.
Well, Barry Woods, also when you were gone, we had a 3 to 500 game. He crushed the game, Dave.
Did he?
Yeah, crushed it.
I'm just,
and he actually made one time. He actually had the best hand. He laid it down, which is one of the first times we've ever seen him do that.
Lay down a hand.
Lay down a hand, and it actually was the best hand.
All in.
And Charity's going to move all in again. A little bit of a question why, Dave, because the big blind is $3. Looks like she's moving all in for maybe 35 with Ace Queen here.
74.
Oh, it's 74.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And Charisse has Ace 10 off suit, and boy, what a big trouble hand.
You said we had great service. So we do. We have the best service.
I mean, you look at, I don't know if Charity plays a lot of cash no limit games, Dave, but
And who's number one?
like you said, you're picking up $5. You're pretty much making a bet that in this case probably will only get called by a hand that's got you busted.
I just don't understand. I mean, to me, I want to play as many hands as possible against a table like this where everybody's pretty much playing it straightforward.
Right.
You know, if Sheila bets in seat 8, she's got it. You know,
right.
There isn't that much bluffing going on.
Right.
Hey guys, the people who are watching this are probably already asleep. So
Definitely. If
so
we're all
start,
look, here's
start
the
calling
thing.
and start playing.
Yeah, actually, last time we had bluff night, a couple of Fridays ago, Kenna James lost about, I want to say about $13,000.
Yep.
Actually, no, $15,000 he lost. And I had to actually go out there and award him with the $95 bottle of wine that he won.
Camus.
Yeah. But he was excited. He actually said that it would be a story. He could open the bottle of wine in a couple of years and have a real story.
Now here we go. Angie's got pocket kings, and this and she brings it in for 15, which I think is a good raise at this table. And
Yeah.
she's going to get Charisse to call with 8-9 suited, Dave.
Okay.
And 15 is still 5 times the big blind.
Right.
So we're heads up. Angie against Charisse.
Jeez, these cards are
Ooh,
terrible.
Ace Queen Jack here. Ramona's not in the hand.
And Charisse does have a gut shot straight draw here.
And it goes check, check on the flop. The turn is a 10, and there's the straight for Charisse.
Yeah, they both get there. Angie's got a straight too. And now Angie actually has a straight flush draw.
She's got the king of clubs as well. Nut flush draw, and she has the higher straight. She
Charisse
bets
is drawing dead.
15, and Charisse calls.
Wow.
15. The river's a deuce.
Now time for another nice value bet here.
She's going to bet.
Looks like about $40.
The pot was 60, so she's slightly under betting the pot. And does Charisse know it's a one-liner to a straight? Anyone with the king would have a straight here. And she does make the value bet in the end there, Angie. $110 bet, 50 to call. And she makes the call. And Angie's going to take down a $160 pot there, Dave.
And Angie, she's a machine.
Yeah.
The myth, the legend, Angie. There you go. I'm going to go out there and bring her some food. Maybe she'll tip me.
She's a little spitfire, Dave. She's got a bit of a mouth on her, but we all love her.
Yeah, she is great. A number of times I'll ask her, I'll be like, Angie, can you get me a bottle of water? She'll look at me and she'll go, go to hell. Kind of reminds me of my mother, I must say.
Did you earlier say Angie go back to service?
Button is in seat 1, Shelley. Small blind $2, a big blind $3.
Is Robert still in? He is? I know it is amazing. How many tables are left?
And we're going to look at another chip count. Again, Shelley in the lead. Now, Angie, $425. Is that from that last pot there, too? Okay. So Angie's just about where Shelley's at, Dave. in terms of the cash game lead, but obviously Shelley has a lot more action chips.
Look how exacting our
Yeah.
chip counter is. $198.
Yeah.
Not 97, not 99, but 198.
Charisse has brought this one in, I believe, for a raise with Queen 9. She might be tilting a little bit here.
Oh, there's Queen 9.
Oh, but Jack 10 flops the nut straight.
Uh-oh.
And actually, I think Queen 9 is all in, Dave. So,
Well,
Shelley's going to bet here. Spanky really doesn't have much. She's going to fold.
yeah, and Charisse is in bad shape.
She probably thought she flopped a good hand with top 2.
I have a draw.
I have a draw.
She has a
you
draw.
already-
You already have a straight. She picks up a spade draw now. Maybe we have the cards up wrong. We must have had the cards wrong.
8, 9, 10, Jack. Wait a minute. I had a straight.
Wait a minute. No, it is a straight. No one realizes on the table.
9 and queen on the board.
It's a straight. I don't know if the host can let the dealer know though
There was
that
a queen.
that is a straight. That was a straight.
It was a straight.
Yeah.
I had a 10 Jack.
Jack
It was
10
8,
there by
9,
Shelley.
queen.
8,
No,
9
they said
queen.
They
Yeah.
called it on the camera.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
It was a little bit confusing. That's why I thought we
Well,
said.
Shelley said it too. Shelley goes, I have a draw. Going draw to what?
Yeah.
I thought I was open-ended, but I
Yeah.
wasn't counting correctly. It was my mistake.
I think that was one of the first times we've had to go to the cameras, much like the NFL.
Yeah, instant replay moment. There you go.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Somebody threw the red flag in there.
Challenge.
But look at this.
And-
we get it fixed right away.
And Charisse will not be charged a timeout. Or excuse me, Shelley will not be charged a timeout.
There you go.
Yeah, that couldn't have been. Yeah.
Wow.
My fault.
The excitement never ends here at Live at the Bike.
Yeah.
I counted as high as 8, 9, 10.
Dave, they go to instant replay in college football now this year
Yes.
too, don't they? And it's not a challenge system; it's more of a
Right, it's
just a booth.
I think it's a booth thing. I don't know the actual tweaks of it all, but there you go.
Well, would you be in favor of instant replay in all sports?
It depends. I suppose.
I mean, some
in
people say,
certain-
why in football? Why not in baseball?
Bribes are gladly.
See, to me, I mean,
It's not that, you know, I do
in baseball, it actually makes sense, a lot of sense. Obviously, you wouldn't do
Yes.
instant replay on strikes and balls. But
No,
on,
no,
on,
no,
on
no,
close,
no,
you know,
of
on
course
close plays at the plate
Yeah.
or first base or something.
Right,
Why not?
Right.
Especially on like plays that are like pretty definitive, like was a home run a foul ball or not a foul
Yeah.
ball, something like that.
Part of the problem, I was an umpire, and I still am for about 8, 9, 10 years. And a lot of people don't realize in baseball is that it's kind of something that's taught, but it's not in the rules. Where if the ball beats the runner, like if the guy has the ball 10 feet before the runner gets there, but he doesn't necessarily get his glove down, then the guy is actually safe. They will call him out. If you know what I'm talking about. If the tag is up by like the shin.
Right.
So it's a kind of a
Well, there's all those like it's
situation.
kind of like in basketball, like there's like Michael Jordan never traveled.
Right, yeah.
That phantom tag at second base when they turn double plays. I know
Oh, that too, yeah. That's, Spanky's got trip jacks here. Jack 8.
all in.
And Charity's going to move all in with King 8, and uh-oh, she's in trouble.
Yeah, and you see Charity, and I was going to say that all-in move, it works 9 out of 10 times until it doesn't work.
Right, until you get called by a better hand.
And here she got called, and she's going to lose.
Spanky's going to take it down. She actually turned to full house there.
I tell you.
Okay, we have 42.
I tell you.
I think Charity has money behind.
And I've seen Robert play. Charity is still better than Robert. And look at that. Spanky is on a roll.
And actually, for all the English fans, in cricket, what they'll do actually is when they have a close play between one of the wickets, the umpire will go like this. And they call it the third umpire, I believe, and they go to instant replay.
Really?
Yeah.
Cricket.
That's the signal for it.
I guess I have English ties, but I've never played cricket. I've never really had a desire to play cricket.
And I got a lot of that because I went on a Caribbean trip to some of the English colonies down there, and they play a lot of cricket.
I mean, as for instant replay, though, I mean, I think, like in hockey, why shouldn't there be, whether it was a goal or not? You know, it's
Well,
gonna
they
help
have
the
it in
sport.
hockey, right?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
it for goals.
Yeah.
Just goals.
Yeah. Three-way action here.
All diamonds.
King 5-4,
And bam.
Yeah,
Chris
got a
locks-
flush.
Yeah.
But Spanky has a higher draw here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chris does not raise. She calls with the low flush. Turns a 4.
Girl, good job.
Spanky checks. Chris is going to bet 25 now.
Pretty easy lay down for Spomenko. What is she thinking about? She has Jack and 10. Jack of diamonds.
She's going to lay it down there.
She laid it down like she was laying down this big lay down or something.
That's all yours. That's yours.
And look at you. Well, Latinos like the non-Latino.
And, yeah, of course, in basketball, they've never really had replay. Sometimes they'll go to, actually, in basketball, they go to replay
They do
if they have a problem with the clock.
Yeah, they do go out to replay, to see if it was a three-point shot or not.
Yeah.
If somebody's foot was in the line.
And maybe something to do with the time, if you get the shot off in time.
Exactly.
I think they do it,
I've
too.
seen that.
Yeah. But obviously, that's very, very limited as compared to football.
Right.
Chris leaving. Bye, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for playing.
I mean, I was always, when I was a little younger, I was always a fan of, the games played by humans, let it be refereed or umpired by humans. But, some of these guys, the umpires are either too old or just not as quick as these athletes. The athletes are so big and fast these days that...
Seat 2's going to raise here 20. Charity.
This time I'll read the.
She's got Jack 9, and looks like Spanky's all in, 6-7. Oh, Charity's all in, excuse me. And Charity looks to be good here with the Jack 9, Dave.
Yeah.
King 3, Ace 8, 4 on the board.
She wins with Jack High.
A
there's a way to get some
Alex
chips.
Powers.
She doesn't look happy.
You called me with Jack High.
Well, if I had different dealer, he would make my hand.
Oh man, still dogging me.
That one, I don't have luck with him.
I'm sorry I had to play those hands. But
We get it set up for him.
Yes, we did. Did you want to post and come in? No. Okay. All right.
Looks like Eulette's going to come into the game here, Dave.
Action Eulette.
In seat number 7. Oh, there she is.
Oh, looking lovely, Eulette is.
Looks like she's got the Poker Blue pimp stuff on as well. Yep.
I did notice that last
All right,
Wednesday,
41.
Yosh was wearing a little better. They weren't all wearing those cheesy Poker Blue T-shirts. They were actually looking pretty good, right?
He had a hat on.
He had a hat on. Okay,
Yeah, a nice hat last night.
step it up there a little bit.
Looks like the small blind is raising here with pocket 6s. And I think that Charity is all in again here with King 10 of clubs. And wow, 6s? It's
Hold
going
up.
to be good here. Aces
Yep.
full of 6s. Charity's just not having a great night.
No, she's definitely not doing the job here.
Thank you, Tony.
The pro went off.
That is one shiny cross.
Yes, it is.
Actually, it's more all out. I mean, if you want to be factual.
So anyone that's interested, come down for Bluff Night tomorrow, live at the bike.
You know what's great about Bluff Night is obviously you have a chance to win a bottle of wine. But for
Or whatever
smart-
prize we deem, actually.
Right, exactly.
tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. But what's great about playing at Bluff Night is if you're smart, you know other players will adjust their style to it, and you can kind of pick up on that. And
Because men will do anything for alcohol. Is that basically what
Well, it's just people. It's one of those things when you put a prize out there to be won. Some players will risk thousands
Yeah.
to win a prize, no matter how big the prize might be. And you'll see players adjusting their style, risking thousands of dollars to win.
Limped around here, seat 1, 2, and 9 are in the hand. 9, 5, 8 on the flop. Can't quite see what seat 2 has in her hand. She actually folded, excuse me. I got word that she was in the hand.
So she folded with no bet.
Yeah, she folded in the blind. And it looks like King 10 is going to take it down there, Dave.
Yeah. Odd.
I mean, I know when you put your money in for the blind that it's actually not your money, but if you're going to get a free run at it, why would you muck, right?
Yeah, rarely do you want to muck. It's like the computer thing, when the computer's like, you try to muck out a turn, they go, it's free to check.
Yeah, that's pretty good when they say, are you sure you want to fold?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
And on an internet game, obviously, it makes a little more sense because you can fold at it. You can fold it and worry about other things you're doing or another game you're playing in.
Yeah. And it's actually funny, Dave. What if that had happened?
Exactly.
And we'll get to this at the end of the hand. I want to go back to the Shelley hand with the Jack 10.
Wow, Angie's got queens.
Yep, Angie's got queens. And she
C3.
is in the big blind.
Has she even looked yet?
Charity doesn't
She
even
has
complete the
looked.
extra dollar.
Look at that poker face. You couldn't even tell she had looked or not.
15 straight.
Now, she is making one little amateur mistake. She's not protecting your cards. Make sure everybody at home, you want to protect your cards.
You let posted from behind. She's not in there with A7. We know how tight she is. Spanky against Angie. Here we go.
Uh-oh, a couple of hearts out there.
6-9. Well, Spanky's got a heart draw.
2 players.
Got to put a little bet out there, Angie, see where you're at. No, she's going to check. Wow, Spanky checks right behind her, Dave. Now Spanky has a pair and a flush draw. Angie bets. And Spanky calls. And Spanky might have been able to take this one away on the flop,
I think
Dave.
so.
Oh, the river's a heart. Spanky gets there. Looks like Angie's going to bet, though, anyways.
13.
Spanky's all in for 13 more, or 13 total. And the flush gets there, and Angie loses her first hand.
Ah. And just like Yana, she comments after each hand.
Yes, she does.
No matter what.
Like I said, I'll never forget, and this is why I said to Shirley, don't go all Yana on us, is that obviously Jive Dadson has a good time kind of heckling us, Dave, specifically me, and you sometimes. But
Me and Jive go way back. We're really tight.
But boy, he gave it to Yana one night, and I think she ran out of here. And
Crying?
She posted on 2+2 in response about 15 minutes later.
20.
If anyone remembers that night, or somehow could figure out where that thread is way back when.
Shelley's going to raise you here with Ace King
Kind
and
of
take
funny
it
to
down.
link it up.
Now, if you missed that night, you can see it by going to the
Yes, you
archives,
can.
actually. Subscribing to the archives. You got to go to liveatthebike.com.
I think the internet savvy people on 2+2 can probably just do a PM search or something on Yana and then look at her posts where
There
they
you
are,
go.
and it would be somewhere about 4 or 5 months ago.
But if you want to check out that episode, though, you just got to click on the archives, top left corner of the liveatthebike.com website, and for just 50 cents a day, peanuts, basically. Not even macadamia nuts, peanuts. You can get access to this show and every show we've ever done. Well over 1,200 hours of content now.
Limp.
We're talking about, we got Barry Greenstein, Greg Raymer, Scotty Wynn, Kathy Liebert.
Spanky chooses to limp with ace-queen here in the big blind. Ouellette's going to bet here with top pair. Usually when Oulette bets, she has it, Dave.
Yep. And she might feel
And look at this, Spanky takes some off with the overcard.
20.
Oulette bets.
Take some off or just one off?
Some money off of
I
her
like
stack.
that.
It's going to take some off. And sometimes people get, another thing that I notice a lot, Dave, is that, and actually it happened to me in a stud high-low hand today, but I try to not let it happen to me, is you have such a good hand in the beginning, but you've chosen not to play it with a lot of strength in the early part of the hand, whether it's
Right.
stud high-low or in hold'em. And sometimes it's just so good, you don't hit anything, and you can't get away from it. And in that case, Spanky actually called there with nothing.
Well, that's the
Basically,
trap. I mean, it's okay to try to slow play once in a while and mix up your play.
Right.
Like if you're playing in stud high low and you say you limp in, or you don't re-raise with ace 2-3 ABC, say ace 3. Or in this game, let's say in this big blind, you decide not to raise with ace king or pocket tens.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But just be able to get away from the hand
Yeah.
if the flop or in stud high low at 4th and 5th Street do not agree with you.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than playing a hand passively and then calling off your chips when you don't get there.
Looks like Shelley raised here with King 10 of hearts to 15, and she's going to get a couple of callers. Queen 10-9, all clubs.
Look at these clubs everywhere, and Shelley's got the best hand.
She's going to bet. She bets 15. It's a little feeler bet, and she's going to take it down.
And she knows how to use position. And she takes down another chip.
Boy, that Neil Diamond concert.
Man.
Seems like it's heading her way.
She's going to be humming. I'm going to make sure, I want to make sure she can at least hum or sing a few of these songs before we award her the tickets, though. Getting word that they were actually singing a Neil Diamond song. I want to find out which song.
Oh, they were singing the Coming to America song, Dave.
Oh, that's great. We're coming to America.
So Angie lost a little bit on that.
America today. It's such impassioned music. Oh,
Angie lost a little on the flush. So she's down. Shelley's still in the lead here.
5 players.
5-way action. Queen 9-8, couple of spades. And seat number 1, Shelley's got top 2.
there you go.
Deck's hitting her in the face. Don't tell me Spanky's going to call with Jack 7, is she?
Well, she's got a draw.
15 to
Man.
call, please.
If a 10 comes, it's not like it's going to be, difficult to figure out that there's a straight on board. Turns a 7. That might make her stay in more, Dave.
30.
Well, now Shelley's got the flush draw as well.
Yep, Queen 9. And Spanky calls. And this would be a really bad beat if an offsuit 10 comes here. Oh, the river's a king.
A 7 could have come as well,
That's right.
but that obviously not many outs.
2 pairs.
Shelley actually checked it down there on the river.
Surprised she checked it down.
Well, against a tricky player, maybe, or a player that won't call off a lot of chips with inferior hands. But against Spanky, yeah, I might make a value bet there.
If she had Jack 10, she had Jack 10 before. I mean, it's the only real hand that's going to beat you there. Unless she had a queen and she got king queen at the end.
Yeah.
And she is over $500 now for sure. She is just kicking some ass.
Red Sox won, Dave.
Did they?
Yeah.
There you go.
Cleveland won, and the Yankees won.
Yep. And Yankees still 1 game up on the Boston Red Sox, and the Red Sox and Cleveland tied for the wild card spot.
Going into the 3-gamer in Fenway.
And I think the Chicago White Sox actually clinched their division today by beating Detroit.
5-way action limped around. Ace 3-9, couple of hearts.
Yeah, Sheila's got the best hand here. Sheila does have the best hand.
Turn is an ace.
15.
Sheila bets 15. She's going to take it down.
Take it down.
Thank you.
Now, interesting, we actually are on a small delay, obviously,
Right.
to make sure we protect the integrity of the game. So those of you who are hearing at home, hearing us say that the Boston Red Sox just won, are obviously going, it happened 5-10 minutes ago. Sometimes I feel like we're on a delay just to protect ourselves in the sense of,
Right.
in case we say something that we shouldn't say.
We have about an hour left in the show. Pocket aces there for Sheila on the button.
15.
Pocket 8s for Tony in the small blind.
And look at that, seat 4, actually. Ramona.
Got pocket 10. She's had that hand 4 times tonight. And this is going to be a big hand. A raise and a re-raise now by aces. Raised by pocket 10s. Aces makes it 30. So what does Tony do here with 8s? She's going to call.
Yeah, and this is where it gets tricky with the unrestricted. You're basically putting in about 40% of your stack.
Yeah, and look at Ramona. Would it have been better for her just to push all in there?
Yeah.
King Jack 7. Well, that might actually kill some of Sheila's action.
All in?
And she's going to push all in.
And there's Sheila is just very, very straightforward, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
And she takes it down.
Does not show. That's one of the other interesting things that people were talking about last night when Tuan had the kings full of 9s and Yosh made a straight flush on the turn.
Wow, that must have been fireworks.
Tuan did not show the hand. I just thought it was interesting. Usually when you have got such a big hand, it's just like, wow, look at this. How often does this happen?
Yeah, a player like Tuan, though, he never wants to give away any free information.
Yeah. And there was actually another gentleman that had a flush on the turn as well, and he mucked it.
Wow.
He bet right in on the turn.
Well, the board obviously was paired.
Right. And you see heat there by 2 people.
Yeah. One of them is filled.
Yeah.
And Yosh is a little obviously tighter than Tuan, so.
Yeah. Ooh, getting word that Kathy's coming back, Dave. All right.
Well, all this excitement has got me going. I got to go pee. I'll be back in a second.
I can hear the whiny voice. And there he goes, the man, the legend, Dave Tuckman, to the bathroom. Turn is a 4 of spades here. Ramona picks up a set of 4s. And Shelly, she's going to bet here with a pair and a gut shot. Ramona raises to 30. Ramona's in good shape here. The river's a king. Ramona's all in for 15 here. Shelly doesn't even pay her off. Ramona does not show the hand.
Thank you, Ramona.
I think that's Ramona's second pot of the night. I guess Kathy went back and went to the Poker Blue powers that be. Reloaded some money.
Did you want to post or wait?
Oh, look at that. The two Poker Blue babes right next to each other.
Really, Sina, I like my boys better. I have 2 boys and a girl. And I like my grandson better than my granddaughter.
Ooh, Angie's got ace king in the big blind. She's been hitting her cards here tonight. She's only had 1 loss. Limp in there by Shelly on the button. Let's see if Angie raises here. Charity does not play with the extra $1. Raise it up, Angie. Your head's up. Oh, actually, there's 3-way action here. Excuse me. Spanky's in there with 3-10 suited. Queen 6 deuce gets checked around. The turn's a 7. Shelly picks up the best hand now. Shelly's going to bet. Boy, if Angie had played that a little stronger, she could have picked up the limpers. She's going to mug. Spanky mucks.
I hit my 7. What cost me nothing.
That was great. I had 310 diamonds.
Look at that shirt right there. Coffee, chocolate, men? What is that supposed to mean? That coffee and chocolate are as good as men to these women? My God. The richer, the better. Oh, ha ha. These damn women. Well, if anyone's ever listened to Tom Likas in syndicated radio in the afternoon. Pocket aces for Tony. She's going to raise it up to $30. And she's not going to get any action. And she takes it down. Well, there's nothing wrong with these women going after men with money as long as that they can come to their little pool boys and younger sugar daddies, you know, between 20 and 30, just on the side. You know, we can pick up their spoils. The older men that might not necessarily be able to fill all of their needs. Oh, Tuckman's out. Looks like he's prowling around on the floor. He's back. Tuckster.
I'm back. Better than ever.
Yep.
It's funny, I actually asked Shelly, I went over there and asked her if she'd take me to the concert. And the whole table, all I kept hearing is, hey, is Bart back there? Is Bart back there? Where's Bart?
Eulette's got top pair here. She's going to bet $10.
Man.
Spanky calls with overcards.
Well, our king is no good if she catches it.
Eulette continues to bet. Spanky's out of there.
Yeah, let me know when Shirley's gone so I can play him.
Hey, you know what I think I'm going to get, actually? We should get stop bet hats.
Stop bet hats, yeah.
And stop bet t-shirts.
Blocker bet, stop bet.
Exactly. I will actually send one to Jive Dadson for free. But only if I wear it.
Well, we'd love to see him come to the come down to Live the Bike at some point, but I think that from the sound of it, he seems like he's pretty old. He's I think he's up in the San Jose area, the Bay Area, which is another knock against him. But Seat 5's going to go all in here. Spanky with King 10.
Braggart.
$21. And Tony he had raised, so she's not going to leave.
The
She's
two
got-
players in there with ace-8.
I think both of them call.
The degree all-in moment.
And I got to tell you, Spanky's in great shape here.
Yep.
There's only 2 aces left in the deck.
Turns a 6. Of course, they're building a side pot now. Well,
Shelley-
Shelly picks up a flush draw. She's going to bet here.
Wow. I got to say, that's a kind of a surprising bet there.
You've got it so far.
Yeah, you're really bluffing off of nothing. And the club comes on the river, and Shelly
Well, it's
makes
a semi-bluff, but there's a naked, it's a dry
Right.
side pot.
Right, you're
If there's
not-
any money in the
there's no
side pot, it
equity.
makes sense, but
Yeah.
unless you think maybe your ace high is good.
And again, Dave, look at that shirt. Coffee, chocolate men. The richer, the better. Jeez.
Put it in the pot.
All right, well, you know what? She doesn't need a man to bring her money. Look at her.
Just give it to
She got her own.
Boy. That's
Well over $500 now.
Wow. I think she's doing it for Neil Diamond tonight, Dave.
Yeah, she's obviously inspired. Obviously playing inspired poker tonight. We got a new dealer in the box, and there she is. She's a cutie. Do you like? I always forget her name. She's a great dealer though.
Bin.
Bin.
Bin. Yeah,
She's just as cute as a button.
Yeah.
I know, really. It was all you.
Oh, Robert told you to come play?
Yeah, because I was playing in the tournament, and he says, well, if you lose, come on by. And I went, I'd rather do that. So I promptly lost.
Thanks for posting up the Yana thread on 2+2. Celebrity poster Russ McGinley.
Russ McGinley.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
I tell you, when I was in Hawaii over the weekend, actually, Russ was really the only one I missed.
She's playing 3 hands all in.
Oh, no, actually I did. I played a king 10 suited. I did once. I was so excited.
Your food is better than it.
Here we go. Looks like it's limped around here.
Hi, Jack.
8-9-3. Couple of hearts.
The food's the only thing I got going for me tonight.
And
Oh, that's neat. I'm sorry.
looks like Sheila bet $10.
I thought that was cards.
Sharice is going to call with the open-ended straight draw. Turns a king.
That dealer could work for as a chiller more.
Wow, and Sharice is going to make the stop bet semi-bluff there, Dave.
It's actually Kathy.
Excuse me. It's Kathy. You're right. Kathy
Yeah.
in seat 6. We didn't have the name up there.
Right.
But same thing, though. So a lot of people actually bet there on the turn. 3 times tonight.
Yeah, if we didn't have the camera on Donna telling her that, it would have worked a lot better.
That wasn't. Yeah, that's unfortunately it didn't really work. all that
Good
well.
try there. And especially she said it with like a question mark, too. Bart?
Question mark.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
You don't want to find us Whoa.
25. Correct.
$25 raise here by seat number 5 with pocket 9. Spanky's got pocket 9s.
We've been getting our cards swiped here? No.
Yes,
Tony's going to call with a trouble hand, Dave. King, queen offsuit.
Should have mine out.
And Ramona
What?
calls with queen 9 of
A
diamonds.
lot of kings, a lot of queens in there.
Familiar name.
Charity's out with king jack.
Okay.
Yes, it's on show.
It's a 3-way action. Ramona is in real tough shape. Ace, deuce, 6.
Well, whoever wants to represent here could probably take the spot.
Well, Spanky's going to bet.
Takes it down.
I'm catching up, but I came too late.
Looks like Tony is going to rebuy here for 100.
See, that's interesting. I was actually looking down at the 2+2 forum, and I saw Yana's thread, and obviously that is an old thread
Right,
from
April
March
30th.
3rd.
Yeah.
20.
But interestingly, I was actually worried that was actually a live thread. She was going to get mad at me for calling her mom Spanky.
April 30th there. Pocket 10s here for seat 4. Pocket 10s against Queen Jack. King? Queen 10. Ramona, again with pocket 10s. She's got a set, and she's going to bet all in.
Wow. And
Spanky calls.
Well, she's got an open-ended straight draw with second pair.
Yep, King, Queen 10 on the flop.
Ramona is definitely not out of the...
She's going to have to dodge some cards.
Yeah, thank you.
Here we go with the turn. Turn's a 4. Oh, the river's a queen.
Still no good,
But
Ramona's full house.
full house is going to be good. River laughs in Spanky's face.
Mocks Spanky.
Yep. Conspires against her.
Yes. Definitely.
And Ramona, boy, she's got, that's the 5th time. Oh, she said 4 times, okay. She's had him a lot.
Get it straight, okay, Bart?
Yep.
4 times a day, so 9, honey. I like that would be better. Do I get a pink one, honey?
Oh, I didn't throw so. I'm so sorry.
No, they forget to give me the pink ones.
So again, if you know, when we were talking about that Yana thread, we can kind of, I mean, it just gives you a little background to this show in seat 5. Seat 5 is her mother.
Yes.
Yep.
According to Yana, actually, Spanky's sweet, sweet woman, she just cannot stop gambling. This is straight from Yana. She said she just loves to gamble. Loves it, loves it, loves it.
Loves the action, which is not necessarily the best way to play poker because you need to
Right,
play
exactly.
kind of tight. Yeah.
Now, Ramona's got ace-king here,
Yeah.
and Sheila's got the troublesome ace-jack offsuit.
And Ramona looks like she brought it in for a raise. And Spanky called with 6-3 of clubs. And here we go to the flop.
And there's a king.
Yep. Ramona's got ace-king.
Sheila does have a gut shot straight draw. There's only a queen to complete it.
Ramona bets $25 here.
King 10-4 rainbow.
Oh, Sheila's out of there.
And Ramona takes it down.
And again, you know, we haven't seen a lot of out-of-line calls in this game, like calling with really bad inferior hands.
Yeah, just, a little passive play here
Yeah.
and there. I mean, things you expect from a small no-limit hold'em game.
Yep.
I told them 3 to 6. I have 360 clubs. $220 each. And the flop is so bad, it's nothing.
Once again, we are live at the bike. I'm David Tuckman here with Bart Hansen, and we're playing No Limit Hold'em. Blinds are $2 and $3.
15.
If you have any questions or comments for us, please email us at liveatthebike.com. We do read them.
Pocket
usually
jacks
respond.
for seat 5. She has moved all in.
No, you're not going to get me, honey.
And look at that. Ramona's got pocket 4s, and she does not call.
Yeah. I like what you said, too. Oh, no.
You're not going to get me, honey.
That's why she goes all in.
Well, that's what
That was
Ramona,
actually a really good Jewish New York thing. You're not going to get me, honey.
well, Ramona told me that she lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of money playing like low pocket pairs and limit hold'em, and she's learned a big lesson.
3, 4, 7.
Yeah, I tried to get 3 and didn't fall.
Or she lost a lot of pots, you know, playing those types of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
this
word is that Ramona is she's actually a local pro. But I've heard that actually 2003 was a rough year for her. She lost $18 million in 2003.
I don't think so. I think she's a winning player, Dave.
Well, every winning player can have a rough year once in a while.
I know. Thank you. But it does seem like that sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah.
Want the ad here?
Huh?
I'll do it yet. I want a straddle. I like straddle. Okay,
Ramona had pocket jacks there, and got chopped.
hot builder. I'm not going to look at it yet.
Can I look at
After you hold.
I raise.
Right. No, this is not good. 30.
Seat 1's going to raise here to 30. Ace Queen. Offsuit. Ramona makes the call with ace 4 of clubs, Dave, and she's going to get in trouble if an ace hits.
And I'm looking at the 2+2 thread, and it looks like you have more fans, Bart. And to think the gall of a newbie is actually, it's one thing Jive Dad said, but a newbie is actually going to rip on you now, too?
And we are heads up. Jack 9 of diamonds against Ace 4 and Ace Queen. Spanky's in there. She picked up a gut shot straight draw.
Yeah, the Jack 9 has actually picked up a. It's got a double gutter.
And
An
and
8
look at
or a
that.
queen.
And Spanky put a stop bet in there. She put a $10 bet on the flop, and she's made the straight. I mean, that's got to be a stop bet there.
You think
Dave, on
she
the
saw
flop.
the double gutter?
Well, I didn't see it. And she's bet, and she's going to get paid off by Shelly here.
Yeah, Shelly's not drawing dead here. Shelly can get a
All in
jack
for
and take the
53.
pot.
And did Ramona call there, too? Ramona called.
What?
With Ace 4? Wow. Well, Ramona's got a gut shot with the jack. The
Yeah,
jack
but-
comes, yeah.
It's an odd call there from Ramona.
Boost diamond. I need the boost diamond.
And the river's a deuce.
Good hand.
Spanky's going to take it down with Jack 9.
I did. I needed a jack.
I mean, I can understand Shelly's call.
Yeah.
But Ramona's call, overcall there, I just don't understand.
I mean, if that wouldn't that be a stop bet on the flop there, Dave? A $10 bet by Jack 9 got called there by the.
Yeah, I don't know if she meant that, actually. But theoretically, I suppose it could be.
Theoretically.
Because, well, at this table, you don't really need a stop bet because if nobody hits the king, nobody's going to bet it.
Right.
You know? It's almost better just to check. Everybody else will
Yeah.
check, too.
This is just for fun and for this.
You're small.
I know. I'm actually big, but this is actually small.
There's another chip count.
And Shelly is up to 550. She is on
It's an
fire.
action to our audience.
And she is running away with those Neil Diamond tickets. The player who wins the most pots, not the most money, but the most pots, gets 2 Neil Diamond tickets.
I know that hurts. 20 total.
Neil Diamond is actually performing at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Same place where the Los Angeles Lakers, Jerry Buss's own Los Angeles Lakers. The Kings play hockey. And I think the Clippers play there as well.
Seat 6 brought it in for 20 here, Dave, with pocket 8s.
Yeah, Kathy there.
I wanted to give you an action. Let me see. Oh, she already gave me an action. Okay, then I'm going to fold.
And she's going to take it down. Are we going to be bringing Kathy into the booth for an interview at the end of the night? No.
Oh, and look at that. She's flopped a set of 8s.
Oh, 8 deuce 3. Excuse me. She gets a caller with Queen 7. Check here.
Yeah, Shelly's actually out of the hand. She Jack 10 and she's out.
Yeah, turn is an ace. Checks again. The river's a queen, and now Tony's hit a pair. Kathy's going to bet. She
And-
let her catch up, and she's going to actually get paid off here, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, I folded it.
Now, generally against good players, you don't want to slow play because a good player is not going to pay you off. But in this case, she took advantage of Tony's inexperience. Let Tony catch a piece of it and then bet. Nice play there by Kathy. Oftentimes we say don't slow play, but that's usually against a quality player. You don't want to slow play against somebody because they're not going to pay you off unless they catch something where they're going to beat you. But against it, we've seen it tonight where a couple of slow plays have worked because of inexperienced play. And at this level, sometimes you can see that.
Well, and also, we haven't, like I said, we haven't been seeing a lot of out-of-line calls with inferior hands.
Right.
Because if a guy's going to call me with any pair, I might just bet out on the set. But we haven't seen that. People really haven't been calling with bottom pair necessarily.
Well, we've seen a couple times. We saw earlier Sharice had flopped a flush.
Right.
And checked it twice until the river, and Spanky actually caught a pair of 7s and
Right.
paid her off in the river. And
Well,
here,
Spanky's the one type of player that might.
right,
that I
and here
might turn
Tony
to that.
catches a queen
Yeah.
and pays her off.
Ace Queen 8 here on the flop. Kathy bets with the ace.
She's the best hand.
I'm going to do something nice for my do string.
And Kathy takes it down.
I know. But some
Well, someone taught this girl a little bit about poker.
What, how to flop top pair? You ever write a book on that? How to turn sets, flop set. I'm sorry, turn straights, flop sets, and hit top pair.
Okay, let's
Together we can catch up to her.
Well, she has the button right now.
Let me lead all night and then ruin
Seat 7 is out right now for a second. And you got small blind in seat 8. Big
You
blind
let
in seat
still in the
9.
game?
Actually, it appears not.
guys. Just one.
I raised.
Raise 15 total.
And And Shelly's going to come in for a raise. Ace jack offsuit.
And Ramona's going to call queen deuce of diamonds. Well, Spanky doesn't want to disappoint, and she's in there with king deuce of clubs.
Yep.
Wow.
King 8-3. Spanky's got top pair.
Yep.
She's going to bet it. You know, one thing that I've noticed about Shelly, too, is that she hasn't really been continuing to take the betting lead on the flop if she doesn't hit something.
Right.
She tends to check.
She's out of position there.
Yeah.
She'll bet if she has position on somebody. But
Well, again, and the problem with Ramona and Spanky playing queen deuce and king deuce is that, okay, the king was top pair there. Spanky could easily lose her whole stack if someone had a king. Now, Shelly wisely just check folded, so she won a small pot, but would have probably lost all her chips if Shelly had brought it in with a higher king.
if she had ace king instead
Or
of
an
ace jack.
overpair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
yeah. And that's obviously...
And Spanky's probably got close to $160, $170. So
Spanky...
actually $300 there.
Wow,
so.
yeah. Spanky's going to limp in this time with jack 4. Well, Kathy's got
Jack 4. How do you limp in with Jack 4 offsuit, I mind you? Jack 4, what do you want to hit with Jack 4 offsuit? I just don't understand the play.
Oh, look at this. Kathy gets rewarded for playing ace rag offsuit. Trip aces.
Well, let's see if Spanky can get away from it. Spanky's got 2 pair.
Spanky bets. $15. And look at Kathy put on the act like she was about to muck it.
And Kathy can do no wrong.
Look at this. She's looking like she wants to muck it, Dave. And she's got a smooth call. I don't think that Spanky is going to
Fire
bet
anymore?
anymore.
Really? You don't think so?
I can't see it. Because the chances that an overcard coming here on the turn are very good.
Yeah, maybe a Jack will come.
I mean, what did she call with here? Turns a 6. Now Kathy has a full house. Ooh, check, check. Kathy getting a little tricky with it, and the river's a 5.
Nice. I'm going to check to you.
Kathy's going to bet.
Don't take too much. 5 is the only time. I cannot pay you that. 5? I will pay.
Spanky telling her how much to bet. How much I will call if you bet. Said $5, but Kathy bet
I always
10.
like that. Somebody says, I'll call $5. Okay, here's $5.
Thank you.
3 decades. And that's about it. I know. I was just limping for fun and bored, so. Jack 4.
Well, she said she was in there just for fun, Dave. Well, like you said, we know that she likes the action.
Right.
And usually that's not going to be the best formula for winning poker.
No, some people have, but some players, anybody that's a gambler, and actually Barry Greenstein talks about this in his book, in his new book, right? Talks about anybody that like is a gambler, needs action. The reason they're in every pot, or they like to bet on every football game or every basketball game, is because they're worried that could be the one. This could be the big one. This could be the one I can win.
Right.
And they're scared of what they're going to miss.
The action that they miss.
Right, exactly. What happens if the flop comes out Jack 4-4?
Right.
You know?
Pocket 10's there for seat 3. And she raised, and Ramona's got ace-king of spades. It's a $15 raise, Dave. We got 6-way action, a $90 pot.
Wow, see, that's nice flop here. Nice bet. That's what happens.
Oh, she's got an overpair, 6-6 deuce. No one has a 6.
So nice flop for 10s.
Well, she's got to lead out and protect her hand here.
Not enough big. Not a big enough bet there.
25 into a $90 pot. You're right, Dave.
Not a big enough bet. If you're Ramona, you can definitely take one off, but
Well,
she
Ramona
doesn't.
mucks. Kathy mucks.
And she's going to take it down.
Yeah, no one really had anything there.
Now that was a question of just the players at the table didn't realize that. Wait a second, $25 bet into a $90 pot.
Yeah.
I can call this with overcards.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Angie has a 6. If you think Angie has a 6, obviously you can easily throw it away. But you don't put her on a 6. You put her on maybe a pocket pair, and you got to think that your ace or your king, if it comes, is probably good.
And another an obvious thing that you see is if you see an advanced player make a bet like that, where you know that he knows way too much to make a bet like that at a pot that big, you can usually put him probably on a monster. Or you might be doing like saying he had raised with pocket deuces or something like that,
Right.
you know.
I mean, sometimes I like to throw a bet out there like that.
Or you might just see, maybe it's just she's trying to represent a monster and see if everyone just goes away.
Sometimes I'll throw out a little bet like that just to see where somebody is at.
Yeah.
You know? I figure, okay, somebody with ace-king might call me, but, if somebody's got 9-8, they might not call. Let's throw it away. Get rid of them.
And we got pocket deuces against Jack 10 here.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Jack 10's outflopped him. Flop is a Queen 10-3 rainbow.
Last time I flopped this in, she flopped to his hand 20.
And Tony's going to bet. And Sheila has not been doing a lot of calling. Remember, we saw her muck pocket nines to a double pair jack board earlier in the show.
Yeah. One of the few bluffs of the night.
Yeah. You know, Charisse, who was in the game earlier, who was left, she ended up losing maybe $200. I actually liked her. I mean, she was an aggressive player there, Dave, which you usually don't necessarily see at these levels.
Right.
As she gets more experience under her belt, a little more hand selection, what hands to call with.
Right. If you want to obviously play aggressive and pick up those pots that you can. But at a game like this, you can play it pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
There are a lot of pots that miss everybody. You know, a lot of flops that miss everybody, and you can take those
Yeah.
if you're a little aggressive.
And it looks like this one's going to get chopped down there. Shot between the blinds.
Actually, they didn't chop it.
Oh, they didn't chop
They
it.
didn't chop it. Angie just folded.
Oh, so maybe Angie doesn't chop.
There you go. Angie just gave the chips to her. Wow.
I have this lucky poker chip. Actually, it cost me $125. You guys all paid for one, I'm sure.
No,
Yeah, for the tournament.
I never got one of those.
Yeah, for the last women's tournament.
Oh, I
King Queen suited there for
TV one.
seat number 6, Kathy.
And the player who wins the most pots here is going to win tickets to a Neil Diamond contest.
And that player is Shelly right now. She's way out ahead. She's picked up another big hand. She's re-raised with pocket jacks. She re-raised to 30.
And we're getting word she's won 22 pots tonight.
Now the action of this
Wow.
this hand here, Dave, is seat 8 raised with ace 10. She's raised with pocket jack. Spanky's in there with 7-8, and Kathy's in there with king queen of diamonds. $120 pot. King jack 3, all hearts.
Well,
Kathy's
Kathy's
got the
outflopped
best
them.
pair.
Yeah.
Sheila has a heart draw. Actually, no. Shelly's got a middle set there. The
Oh,
jacks.
thank you. Wow.
And Kathy's going to bet here $40 with top pair. She does not have a heart draw. And it's over to Sheila. Sheila's got a straight draw and a flush draw. She's going to muck.
Now she had the ace of hearts and the 10 of clubs.
And look
Would've
at
been-
this. Shelly's gonna move over the top all in with middle set. And Kathy, what has Kathy done here? It looks like she wisely mucked.
I had to get rid of the flush.
Wisely mucked the king queen there, Dave, with no
Yeah.
heart in her hand.
And Kathy just realized she didn't have a heart in her hand.
Yeah.
Which made it a lot easier. If it was the king of diamonds and the queen of hearts, it would have been an easier call. Good laydown there.
Or ace hearts, Kingham.
Yeah, something like
Ace
that.
king.
Exactly. She also obviously didn't even have top. She had top pair, but only a queen kicker, not even the ace kicker. A lot of hands she could be losing to.
I had diamonds.
And Shelly takes down her 20. Actually, I misspoke there. That was 20. That's actually her 24th pot of the night.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to.
I would do the same thing. But
If I had any heart, I would go all in too, but I didn't.
I don't have a heart.
Getting word that this show actually will go to England
I gotta go.
and be on the LA poker scene. Right?
Yes.
What can I do? I have to raise.
Spanky raises here with pocket sixes, and she's gonna take it down.
I had a jack deuce. Like, if my cards were even close to, like, being connectors,
Take it down, Spanky.
Oh, we're gonna look at another chip count.
I need those 3-4 good things.
And
Shelly again out in the lead here with about $440. Although I don't know if that was before the jack
Nah,
hand.
there's no way that's correct.
I think she's got more than 500 now.
Yeah.
Angie kicking around 300.
Angie's slow but steady up to 330.
And I think Spanky might be about even. She might be in for 2 or 3 rebuys. Yeah, we're getting word that Shelly's got about 520 in front of her over there.
And Charity, I mean, she just does not play a hand, does she?
No.
Unless she just moves all in.
And Angie actually has 400, so she's up quite a bit as well. Tony's got ace queen. Spanky's got 7-6 offsuit. And Tony flops top 2 pair.
Yeah, not a very good flop for 7-6 offsuit.
Tony's going to move all in. Spanky mucks.
I have small cards and she puts different cards.
Boy, Spanky likes to play a lot of hands, Dave, doesn't she?
She plays every hand.
Has she played every hand?
It seems like it. Every hand. I don't see her folding, whether it's raised or not.
Well, that type of play where it really kills you and where I'm amazed to see Spanky sit and play because I think she must lose a lot of money is in limit hold'em. And I see sometimes she's playing 30 game, Dave.
Oh, yeah. When I see in the 30 game,
that
I'm
is
running
a killer strategy. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that you have to play tighter in limit. Way less hands than in no limit. And you know, I think that she thinks that she can just chase anything in limit because it's just limit. But
now this is a bit curious. Okay, now there's a raise here for $21 from seat 6, Kathy.
Yeah.
Let's see who calls, and let's see if Spanky calls.
I think Shelly's all in. Oh, excuse me,
Kathy?
Kathy's all in.
Yeah.
And Shelly calls with Queen Jack offsuit. Actually, the button has more chips
Wow,
behind.
and Ramona calls with Ace 4 suited.
Wow.
We got an $84 pot. It's the flop.
These aren't really great, calling raise type hands, dude.
No.
King at 8-3, and Spanky out flops everyone.
Well, if you're going to play a lot of hands, or every hand, you better hit some favorable flops.
She's going to bet 15 here into an $80 pot, Dave. 15 into an $80 pot. Wow.
Now, King is really the only card you don't want to see if you have Ace Queen.
Yeah. But again, not really a big bet, and everyone folds.
All right. Well, this is a little different now. You only have, if you put somebody on a King, if you think Spanky has a King here,
Yeah.
and you have an Ace, you only have, 3 outs.
Right.
You don't have 2 overcards.
Plus the fact that probably there's very little implied odds because that's going to be the most obvious card that's going to slow Spanky down if it comes.
Right,
You
yeah.
might not be able to get all of her chips in there.
Definitely.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to see King Rag Rag with Ace Queen in your hand.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on that board, there were 2 diamonds on the board, so even if an Ace of Diamonds comes out, you don't even know if it's good.
I love hearing other languages. I think that's fun.
Yeah, that's why I asked her.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No, I said I can understand, but I cannot speak.
Oh, is that what you said in German?
Well, and Spanky didn't play the hands.
Yeah.
Spanky is not in the hands. Here we go. That's only because she's stacking chips.
Three-way
Yeah.
action.
So, but when you have to speak it, you have to construct it, and you have to find all the right.
I was going to say, what's Charity doing there with King 5? She's in the blind.
Yeah.
Listen, you have to understand
Kathy's got pocket threes.
knowledge base.
Oh, Charity's picked up trip kings. Let's see how she plays it.
Like kings, I wonder what the king
There's just no way that she can make any money off this hand. Except that she could lose. Oh, wow. Look, Kathy's going to bet $5. And she's going to check raise. And Kathy instantly mucks it.
Yeah.
Instantly.
How about a king? Would that be good enough too?
Well, she made about as much as she was going to make.
Raise because I had a
And sometimes, obviously not in this game, because it's a small game, but I mean, sometimes there are these times when you flop trips, if someone just kind of dangles around there with a pocket pair and then hits a 2-outer on the turn, they can all of a sudden have all of your money to the tune of thousands of dollars if you're playing in a big no-limit cash
I've
game.
seen similar hands like that where the other person
Yeah.
has pocket 8s or something,
Yeah.
checks it, thinks they're getting all cute.
Yeah.
The turn comes in 8, and suddenly instead of winning a $300 pot, they've now lost a $6,000 pot.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
good job there, nice slow play.
Yeah.
Button is in seat 9.
Because how much are you really going to get paid off by slow playing the king? I mean, you might
depends.
get one
Against-
small bet if you have an aggressive player.
Against some players, you
Yeah.
might get paid off. We saw that. We saw Tony paid off when she hit her queen.
Yeah.
Spamanka paid off. Against inexperienced players, you might get paid off. I just... What? Bart's laughing at me. I'm not sure why. Oh, Spamanka. Her actual name is Spomanka. I got bored of saying that, so that's why I nicknamed her Spanky. Sheila in the cutoff seats got pocket 6s. 5 players. We got a $15 pot.
Limped
Flop.
around.
And there's a set of 6s.
Yes, sirree. And Shelly's got top pair. She's going to bet it $10 with Queen 3. Let's see how Sheila plays it over there in seat 8. She's played it pretty straightforward.
Yeah, she is completely. She's very straightforward. Tony's got an open-ended straight draw, too.
She's going to raise her set, Dave.
Yeah, you know what? 2 clubs out there.
Yeah.
Wow, and Tony throws it away. And that's the correct laydown. You just do not have the odds to go for your straight there.
And Shelley actually mocked the weak queen.
Especially with a 2-board flush out there.
Yeah.
Nice laydown by Tony. I know a lot of players, a lot of men in our bigger games would never throw away an open-ended straight draw there.
All right, can we...
Angie, you want to be fly, Angie?
Hey, Donna. Can we three put together our chips and say we have the most chips for contest?
No! They're trying to beat
If you want to try your hand at some poker, a little tournament poker, you can come down to the Bicycle Casino. We have our Poker October going on right now.
With a K.
Yeah, the first event was today. All the events start at 4:15 p.m. You can actually pre-register online if you like to, or come on down.
Live tournament and playing Omaha. Same sort of rule.
And for a full list of all the events, go to thebike.com and check it out.
Donna's continuing to repeat that they have a choice of Neil Diamond tickets or me.
Oh, the man?
Yeah.
Oh, which man? I have never seen Bart, so I gotta look him over first.
They're going to look you over like a piece of meat.
Diamond, I kind of like that. Neil Diamond and a man.
Jeez.
You want to tell me more, honey?
Have you ever been to like an auction for horses where they actually lift up your feet and stuff and check your teeth? I'd like to see if Shelley does that to you.
I got 22.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And have you ever seen the Westminster where they actually, reach down below and make sure the... who knows? Shelley might ask you to cough. We're having a lot of fun here at Live at the Bike.
Yep.
Sometimes people forget that, they play poker for fun. Most players don't play to make $1 million. They're not professional poker players. And I think all players got into it because it was fun. Sometimes people forget that. I mean, to me, if you're playing poker and you're just not having a good time, take a break. Because you got to be having fun playing this game.
Pot is limped around once again, 5 ways. Ooh, set of 5s for Kathy.
Uh-oh, Spanky's got second pair.
Yeah, uh-oh. With a weak kicker.
Charity's got an open-ended straight draw here.
And Charity went to bet there, and she was on the button. She was going to bet into that.
Well, she raised. No, let's say she raised out of turn. Let's see if it was a little angle play by her to kind of slow down the betting.
And I think that Spanky's betting in here. Well, where's the action here? What's going on here? I guess that...
You know what? The angle worked, actually. By raising out of turn, everybody checked to her.
And she bet $5, and there's a full house with the king
Yeah.
for the set of 5s.
And Kathy's in really good shape here. Now, this might be a case where, do you want to slow play this a little bit?
No, I think that Spanky put a bet in on the flop.
Did she?
$5, and now she bets again. And now Kathy's going to raise with the full house, and she's going to move all in, and she's representing a king here. She could have played the hand a little bit differently there, Dave, but...
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my. She scratches her head.
Something is just bluffing, huh?
Yeah, Spanky
Not
bet
much you can beat
$5 on the flop.
Do you have a queen?
Look at her. No, I don't have a king. I don't have a king.
And that's too bad for Spanky. It's actually a bit of an action killer there on the turn. I mean, excuse me, for Kathy. Because the king, it just makes it look like someone's got
Well, it
3
scares
kings.
her, too, in the sense of, if somebody did have a queen or a king, they could get a full house also.
Yeah. Spanky's saying you must have pocket aces.
She must have pocket aces. Yeah, that's the only thing she could possibly have. Either a king or pocket aces. Got a new setup coming in here.
We have about just under half an hour left of the show, Dave.
Yeah. And the action is picking up here.
I've missed you, Dave. I had the Dave Tuckman withdrawal.
Did you?
Yeah.
Action's picking up here. The winner of the most pots tonight will get those Neil Diamond tickets. And it is a race to the finish here. Shelley's in the lead here, but it is definitely not insurmountable. She's got well over $500 and about 24 pots won. And there are a few other players that are within reach if they can make a nice run in the last 30 minutes.
At my rate, all the bad beats now.
Spanky's from Eastern Europe, I think. I want to say Bosnia, Dave? Yeah, something like that.
A lot of good-looking women in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I spent some time in Prague and Budapest. Absolutely. They have distinctive features.
Yeah.
Their faces, you can definitely tell they're Eastern European.
Have you ever dated an Eastern European weightlifter? I mean, sexy. I tell you. Most of them take testosterone shots, I hear.
Oh, really? Of course.
I look for that in a girl.
Anna Kournikova, Sharapova, Russian girls.
Right,
Like
yes.
Eastern European.
They did. They're okay.
Yeah.
How about if you give me your phone number? Because with this guy,
Shelley raised there at King Queen of Diamonds. Took it down.
some different hand maybe.
Where's my little picture?
Yeah, Bin is a cutie there, that dealer.
She's just really sweet. I actually first met her. She was dealing a tournament here, and it was just obvious she really was on the ball. She really knew how to deal, knew how to run a game.
Which is saying a lot in terms of tournament dealers, because it's a little strange how they usually do it in casinos where they'll actually throw in the beginner dealers in tournaments, Dave, where the most money is on the line. Got a new chip count here.
Yep. Shelley's still in the lead there. Angie building up to 380 now, doing okay. Obviously, with the explosion of poker, the staff has not kept up with the spread of poker explosion. But she picked up poker right away. Obviously, was a very good dealer, and is one of the best.
I had 6-9 of spades. I've had that hand 4 times.
I believe she's actually like a dealer coordinator as well now.
Yeah, sometimes on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I left. Then I've just lost my money for no reason.
She DCs, they call it.
Yeah, it's actually one thing about the Bicycle Casino is they really do give. If you show that you're a proficient at your job, they really do give you room for.
They'll hire within.
Moving up. Exactly.
Internal progression. I know our producer Evelyn was once a trip runner.
Really?
She moved her way up, yeah.
Wow. There you go. Little tidbits. It's like VH1 tidbits, you know? Little bubble thing.
Let's do some action. Something silly, nice, so we can have an action. Good.
And this pot is limped around here.
Oops, Sheila's picked up club draw.
Deuce, 4, a couple clubs. Everybody checks. Turns to queen. Now she's got top pair in a club draw.
Yeah, hand's getting better and better.
Kathy's going to bet here. 10. Stone Cold Bluff. I don't think that's enough.
Stone Cold, but you know what, though? I wonder if Kathy, if a club doesn't hit.
Oh, she just checked blind, dude. She just gave up. Queen is good.
Kathy's one of the few players you could probably have gotten off. I mean, I'm sorry, Sheila's one of the players probably get her off with top pair.
Well, we saw it. Yeah, we saw it happen before, actually.
Yeah.
You folded, right? Or were you precious? Oh, then you had to do it.
3-7.
You would have played it because you had it so
Dave, we're getting word that even though we were going to end the Neil Diamond contest at 8:45, that Shelley is way up, like about 10 chips higher. So we're going to award her the Neil Diamond tickets. I'm going to go out there and do a quick interview. So hold down the fort.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. Well, Bart's going to go out there and do his best interview here. Kathy has flopped a flush. Wow. See how she plays it. She's on the button, and she's going to bet. Bart is actually in makeup right now. And Tony actually had a open in the straight shot, but she threw it away. The only buddy in there is Spanky with 2 pair. And wow, and look at that. The turn brings a full house for Spanky.
I don't want you to call me.
Oh, wow. And Spanky is going, and Kathy's going to go broke here. Oh, no. She's drawing dead. Oh. Well, Bart better hurry up out of makeup and go out there and console her. Terrible. Oh, what a turn. Look at that. Spanky flops 2 pair, turns a full house, and Kathy's flop flush goes up in flames. And Spanky takes down another one. You get a little dealer change there, and there's Bart there.
What do I get for second prize? What do I get for second prize?
What about me?
And of course,
What do I get for second prize?
and he's going to present Shelly with the Neil Diamond tickets.
To Neil Diamond. Congratulations, you're way out of the lead here.
Rocking and rolling. There she goes. I think in the interview, you should make her sing her favorite Neil Diamond song.
Thank you all for playing in the game. We still have about 15 minutes left, but she's so far ahead, I want to present her.
Yeah, I can't wait in the games.
I know, you did a good job for coming late.
Don't you get some small tickets? Like a small tickets?
Small tickets? Maybe next time. I don't know. This is all
And Bart is a shameless Red Sox fan. Look at that.
So,
Can I send my daughter for that?
your daughter? Yeah, maybe.
Second prize.
There you go.
Second prize.
Yeah. Okay, thank you all again.
Bye.
Oh, you're going to come back with me real quick here.
I am.
And Bart's going to interview Shelly here, get her thoughts about winning. And she's probably up $400 plus $200 worth of tickets. She's probably won close to $600 tonight. Not bad for a $100 buy-in game. And Kathy's going to get up and leave after she loses again there. Tough one there. Flops a flush. But no good there.
Okay.
Nice work there by Ray. Getting a look at Kathy's capris. Bart's a big fan of capris. He often wears them, actually. Button is in seat 8. Small blind, $2. Big blind is $3.
Okay, let's 15.
And Spamanka takes it down pre-flop there with the raise. She had ace-10 offsuit. Takes it down. Once again, I'm going to do shameless plugging of myself here. I'm going to be having my own blog on liveatthebike.com website. It's Under the Gun with David Tuckman. And I promise that it will be updated much more often in the coming weeks.
I could have been dead while she was there.
A little short-handed here. Got about 10 minutes left in the show tonight. Limped around. And wow, look at that. Not even for $1. Charity does not throw in for $1. And we got 3-handed, about $11 pot. Flop comes out 9-7 deuce, couple of hearts. Angie still with the best hand. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Tony picked up bottom pair there. 9 on the turn. Because check. Tony's still the best hand. And the 6 on the river, Tony's going to take it down. And she turns her hand over, and she does. Takes it down with 2 pairs there, 9s and deuces. What pot for Tony there? Once again, you've been watching Live at the Bike. I'm David Tuckman. I'm here with Bart Hansen. Bart's actually conducting an interview with our winner for the night. There he is. And our winner tonight of the most pots was Shelly Campbell. And she'll be headed to a Neil Diamond concert over at the Staples Center.
I miss my big blind because I'm on TV.
If you're interested in playing in this game, or at any game at the Bicycle Casino, just come on down. All you have to do is sign up.
Sorry, Tom, sorry.
We give away all sorts of prizes almost every night, whether it be a bottle of wine or money or tickets to Neil Diamond. Tony's got top pair here. Queen of Diamonds comes, and that gives Tony the flush draw as well. But Tony's going to take it down here. Top pair. Pair of kings. And Bart is back.
I'm back, Dave. Doing a little interview for the Poker Channel with Chelly.
How was it?
She was a very, very nice lady.
And
And she is a huge Neil Diamond fan, so she will really enjoy those tickets.
who's she taking?
I think she said she was married, unfortunately. For me, I guess. But I did offer myself up.
And she chose the Neil Diamond tickets
Yes.
over you?
Yes.
Shocking. Shocking as well.
$15.
Chelly's going to raise here $15. Kathy actually ran out there, Dave. Like, when I got out there, she ran off.
Well, she just lost with a flush.
Yeah.
Lost a big hand there. She had about $120, but she
Disappointed.
lost it all to Spanky.
Disappointed.
Spanky flopped 2 pair and then turned the full house.
Yeah. There goes my evening.
Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding. I had other plans.
She's probably just freshening up for you later.
Okay, $2.
Well, tomorrow night's show I know is going to be a big no-limit game, probably 10, 20 blinds. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
After 5 days with no poker, being in Hawaii, great vacation for me. But I am jonesing for some good poker action. I must say.
Jonesing, huh?
Jonesing for some good poker action.
Beating. Three-way action here. Limped
$9
around.
pot.
I know.
Jack, deuce, deuce. It looks like Ramona has the best hand. Turn is a 10. The river is a jack.
Sheila's got the best hand here. Oh no, I'm sorry, Ramona.
Actually,
has the best
jacks and
hand.
fives are going to
Yeah.
be good here.
Oh, I didn't even see the pair there. Take it down, Ramona. A little bit of air out of the balloon here, as the Neil Diamond tickets have already been awarded.
Dave, when do you think that you should make the move from this game to the 200 game? Just for some of the viewers that play like really low limit, no limit
Right.
hold'em. Because again, this kind of plays like a small limit game where is the game beatable because of the rake and the jackpot drop?
Yeah, to me, I mean, when you start getting when you win on a regular basis, obviously, you know, and when I say regular basis, I mean you should be beating this game to me 70% of the time.
Oh, Charity raised here with Queen Jack offsuit, and Spanky's coming over the top with pocket kings.
Yeah, and Charity is really every step for her has pretty much been a misstep tonight. Huh?
Yeah.
But to me, to step up, though, you've got to be comfortable, obviously, with the money. The money shouldn't be an issue at all. It's just chips. And if you're beating this game on a regular basis, 70% of the
Ooh,
time,
she makes the frustration call here.
why not move up? Actually, she's moving all in.
Well, Spanky pretty much
Did
raised
she?
her, re-raised her
Okay.
all in. She called all in.
She's in bad shape. Well,
Oh, she's got a gut shot now. She needs the king. Oh, excuse me, and she's got the 9. She had a double gutter
she
on
had
the
double
flop.
gutter. It was a nice flop for her.
Double gutter on the flop with the Queen Jack, a 9 or a king. And she got there on the river. There you go.
Yeah, that's just a brutal beat. Queen Jack offsuit. How does she call all in there?
Well, I think it was, again, it's just frustration.
Just frustration, just annoyed for the whole night already.
Lack of hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and if you ever, I think when you get a full grasp of your own playing style, in the sense of so you don't go on tilt, you don't get frustrated and lose big pots or throw money in there for no reason, because you don't want to be doing that at the higher levels, obviously.
Low? Yeah. That would be great. I've been down there before. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I hate to quote other people, but that is a great quote. Russ McGinley over on 2+2 has actually made a great quote here. Spanky busts Kathy. Just one more reason to hate Yana. And then I love this one. Kathy, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. Thank you, Russ McGinley. I take credit for myself, but I can't. That's really well said.
Pot was limped around here. King 8 deuce. Turn is a 10.
Angie's picked up a draw.
Sheila has a pair now. And Sheila's going to bet there with a pair of 10s.
And Donna was screaming at the charity. They're not done yet, but charity is done.
And Angie calls with the open-ended straight draw. Angie has overcards, Dave.
I mean, to me also, if you have a propensity to go on tilt and you play a small game, you certainly don't want to move up in levels where you might tilt off more of your money.
Gets checked down here. Sheila's going to be good with the pair of tens. But I just said that this game, I mean, it only can teach you. I mean, I think I'd almost play this game for the basics of, you know, how to post your blind, how to buy in for chips. And then it wouldn't be too long before I moved up to the 200 because...
Without a doubt.
It's just... And this is going to be the last hand of the night, folks.
How much were they? $95.
So it's been an exciting night at Live at the Bike. Please
Yeah,
join us
another exciting
tomorrow
night.
for big no limit hold'em, unlimited buy-in. No limit
Exactly.
hold'em. Or what they call real no limit hold'em.
Yeah, I mean,
It's phase 3.
And to me, you can really get a lot out of everything.
Yeah.
You know, you can learn something from this game. You can learn something for tomorrow night.
Well, I always say that, I mean, I would assume that most of the viewers don't necessarily have the bankroll to play unlimited no limit, Dave. So, I mean, it's a huge game.
Spanky's picked up a flush draw.
And a pair. Ace, Jack, 9, all spades. She
She's going
bets.
to take it down.
She is going to take it down. And that
The Spankster.
is going to do it for us tonight.
Yes, it is.
Again, we had an exciting night at Live at the Bike.
Very
And
exciting.
to sum up this evening's play,
Oh.
Shelly came in right where everyone else started at $100. And she ballooned up to between $500 and $550. She's up $450 for the night. By far the winner of the night.
Plus $200 worth of Neil Diamond tickets.
Plus the Neil Diamond tickets. Most pots won. She cleaned it up, and she really took advantage of the fact that she was showing down good hands and started to run over the table a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, without that, you can't beat this night. I mean, we've got, good-looking girls, big breasts, great poker, Live at the Bike.
Live at the Bike. And Angie, the server here, she did a good job as well.
Yeah.
So we want everybody to join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific time. As always, for everyone in the booth and David Tuckman, good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the Bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.